Hey guys, are we live? Are we actually live? After all this time, I missed you all. It's been way too long. A lot of crazy stuff's been happening. Oh my goodness, has crazy stuff been happening.
Happy late 4th of July. I was hoping to do that.
Let's see if we are live. Pull up my page. I got all kinds of stuff pulled up already because I mean, just basically looking. Yep, we are officially live, guys. We are actually live. Heck yeah. We do have a couple tornado warnings, guys. We actually have a couple tornado warnings right now. We got some crazy looking storms. So, between that, yep, and they did downgrade us to a less chance, only down to 2% chance of tornadoes today, but we're still seeing a lot of action out here. It's getting a little interesting. Let me check all my sounds to make sure everything's going. Okay, mic's on. Yep. Desktop audio's on. I'm also watching good old Freddie McKinney right now. He's also out chasing today.
And we have that 2% tornado risk out there. There was a 5% out there.
Shane, what's going on, buddy? Good long time no see. It's been forever since I talked to you guys. So we do have some tornado warnings up here. One looks really crazy. I don't know if it's side load contamination or not. I'm guessing National Weather's kind of in the same boat. So they're keeping it tornado warned here. We got two little nasty looking storms up here. Hey, Michael. It's good to see you guys.
Dew points reaching up into the 70s today, providing plenty of fuel for our storms out there.
So yeah, we got two little boogers out here trying to do something. These are in a somewhat of a populated area. I mean, we're definitely seeing, look, looks like we have a lot of velocities right here. So this one looks very threatening, right? But I'm not sure if this is side lobe contamination or not. I think National Weather's kind of on the same boat here because you notice we got a big hail core. I mean, it looks really good, right, on the 3D view. Like, this thing's about to drop a tornado. The other one actually had a confirmed tornado for a while. I mean, even on our end-rod, it's showing quite the spinniness on the end-rod as well. I mean, got a very strong signature of rotation here, it seems. This one is all the way up in North Dakota.
Go to our satellite view, and I can show you what these storms are thinking right now. And here's a great view of Freddie.
This is by Edmore.
But this is our storm that we're looking at right
kind of out in the middle of nowhere, but there is some houses here and there, some small little towns.
We may have a merger getting ready to get going with this storm.
But man, oh man, I tell you what, the flood that we had and all the people that lost their lives in Texas, man, that is a sad situation. And it's like nobody's seen that coming, and there's got to be a way to prevent this from happening in the future, you know. I was thinking, you know, now that we got with AI and multiple data sources that we have now, kind of wait till everybody gets in and we'll talk about it more. But yeah, I pulled up a good bit of information. We have this one little website right here. It's called Web Soil Survey. Web Soil Survey. It used to be .gov. It still is .gov. But it's kind of like an app.
It looks interesting. It looks like
it's an app where you can see the soil and the surveys of the ground and stuff. And I was checking out Texas, and it's like a combination of things, right? That what caused all that, what happened in Texas.
And then we have another cell that's trying to develop.
Charlotte.
You guys can see right here.
So yeah, right now we're just dealing with two tornado warned storms here up in the middle of North Dakota, close to Canada. Out here up far, away from a lot of big cities. You know, we got a couple cities out here. Yeah, I'm going to give it a little bit more time, and we're going to go into the flooding a bit here. Let me check out. Okay, so we got 30 people here so far. And we also got Freddie McKinney. He's out chasing today. He is in, let's see, he's somewhere in Nebraska.
Looks a little better there. Yeah.
Bristow, Nebraska.
Should be good now, but we got this wall cloud over here, or base.
So let me pull up our threat for today too. We haven't looked at that yet. We had a 5% this morning, and it got downgraded to a 2%.
This is where that mesocyclone is.
I was hoping we'd have at least one tornado warning, not for any good reasons, but I wanted to kind of just talk about the flood a lot too, like what happened, you know, in Texas, because we got to do something about it, you know, together as the United States. We can make this better. We don't need to have so many people, you know, lose their lives over these flash floods. I think it's a fixable problem. Because like one, we don't have any kind of PDS warnings. You know how like tornadoes actually causes less deaths than flash flooding does throughout the year. And flash flooding doesn't even have a PDS warning. Like, you know, you get a tornado warning, you get blasted on your phone. We don't have that for any flash flooding. Canton, Ohio. I don't know. Let's go look. Let's look at Canton, Ohio. All right, so yeah, this is our threat for today. We had a 5%, but they dropped it down to 2%, and you know, much smaller area here. But we're expecting to see rain almost all over the place. It was raining here in Ohio too already. So we definitely got some chances for some heavy thunderstorms up in Ohio some point today, but no tornadoes. You don't have to worry about any tornadoes up in Ohio.
The bigger picture. We've got these cells that we were looking at up
live read nowcast. I'm gonna pull up our big map. National Weather Radar.
Isolated supercells here.
But yeah, it's still constantly raining in Texas, right? But it's a combination of things. Like, why did this happen in Texas, right? Why did we have over 20 feet high river, you know, heights, and why did this get so bad?
Which storm do we pick? So we've got this one here, chat. New one.
So it looks like lots of heavy thunderstorms. It looks like there's one literally parking right on top of you in Canton right now.
We got this one, the new one that we've been watching right here.
Yeah, it looks like rain all day long in Ohio. It seems it's just gonna keep coming through. At least we have a tornado threat, thankfully.
Which one would you guys pick? We got 1, 2, and 3. Let's see it, guys. What is your guys' choice here?
Yeah, this one down here by Edmore's looking pretty scary, to be honest. I don't know if that's side load contamination or not. So, and I think National Weather's in the same boat. You know, I'm kind of looking at both radars. Didn't really have a good view from it on this one. Let me connect to Grand Forks, North Dakota.
You just failed the test there, Charlie. You just failed the test. Number 7's down here.
It's looking pretty good on this radar now. You can clearly see our area velocities. We got a hook showing, so this looks legit now. Now that I switch radars, this thing actually looks like a tornado threat. I was connected over here to KMBX. But yeah, we clearly have a hook on this storm protruding outside of the hail core. I mean, this can't be side load from this radar. Oh wow, look at this down here. We got a whole bunch. We got a hook coming into Grand Forks. This might get tornado warned any moment. Holy smokes, what's going on, guys? Things are popping off right now. Where's our tornado warning in Grand Forks?
Well, 2's getting a lot. Oh my God,
that's a beast looking of a storm.
Maybe 2's getting the most. 1.
Hold on, I'll check Virginia here in a minute. Look at this. Look at this iconic looking supercell right here, ready to drop a tornado. Holy smokes, it's getting big. It's doesn't have its fullness over here, but it's getting there. But you can clearly see where the hook's coming out. You can see right where our tornado would drop on this thing if it decides to.
50,000.
Yeah, my goodness, buddy. This is heading right towards Grand Forks.
Oh my gosh. So
just has to connect the dots a little more. You can see it coming down through here.
Echo tops are really increasing on this thing, guys.
Yeah, this might get tornado warned soon. I don't know why it's not tornado warned yet. But this is literally going right through Grand Forks right now as we speak.
Than the ones on this one, in fact.
Scary looking storm.
This guy's got the tallest echo tops in town.
Hampton, Virginia.
Echo tops anywhere on any storm. Look at this. This one wins.
I have so many windows open right now because I have a bunch of videos and stuff I want to watch with you guys.
Might as well show you guys it here for a little bit.
About that flood. We'll get to it at some point tonight.
On the mount here. I'm going to hand you back over. Put you in Eli's hands here real quick. Guys, you are in Eli's hands.
Virginia don't look bad. Couple scattered thunderstorms, it looks like. Nothing to worry about in Virginia.
Good to see you, Adam K.
Just got these couple big storms by Lynchburg. That's about it. A couple rain showers elsewhere.
Hey, remember when I said that the mount's gonna fall?
Always let Freddie pick. What did you say?
Remember when I said the mount's gonna fall apart?
Well.
Anybody from North Carolina, South Carolina get hit by all that rain that came through?
I've been loosening it and twisting it.
From the tropical storm?
We might have
or depression, whatever you want to call it.
At some point, or we might have to just go like total handheld.
You're in Wooster?
Chat, this might end up being a total handheld stream, depending.
We're good in Ohio, though, right? Like, we don't have to worry about any tornadoes in Ohio today.
Literally.
We just have some heavy rain, that's all. You don't have to worry about no tornadoes in Ohio.
Stay where you are, okay.
I mean, we do have quite a bit of rain coming through, though.
What's up, Sprinkles?
I'm right in here. I've been getting the rain nonstop, so these storms have been coming through me here.
Gabby's in here. JP, what's up, dude?
It's like these big heavy storms are moving into Pennsylvania, too. Just north of Pittsburgh.
Doing Storm 8. Maria, what's up? I see.
Oh, that's awesome, White Lion. It needs to cool down. Holy smokes. I almost went to the emergency room the other day. It was so hot.
Cactus, good to see you, bro. Sorry, I had a delayed reaction there.
I am disabled with autonomic neuropathy and have a hard time dealing with,
Good to see you.
yeah, the temperature changes, so.
So yeah, right now we're just trying to figure out what our next.
So we do have 2 tornado warnings up here, and this one about Grand Forks isn't tornado warning for some reason, but yeah, this one's definitely a threat right here by Edmore. It's got some pretty good velocities on here with the hook on it. We haven't taken a 3D view, I think, from this this radar yet, I don't believe. Yeah, this little couple scans behind it looks like. Holy smokes, yeah, it looks like this thing's trying to drop a tornado, man. It really does. I mean, it doesn't get any more threatening looking than that. You can clearly see where our velocities are twirling up through here. I mean, they're like showing up right next to each other.
So I'm thinking we might just want to mosey our way. Dude, we do have these 2 coming.
Dang. Yeah, I have a hard time. Like, I went and mowed the grass yesterday, and it was like 93, 94, and I went and took an ice cold shower afterwards. Like, I took an actual cold shower, like no heat water on it at all. And I got out, and I was still feeling it.
Wow.
I shouldn't have tried mowing when it was that hot out, but I wanted to get some sun.
I feel like
I have a riding mower, so yeah, I don't have to. It's a lot easier on me. But the heat, my body didn't take the heat too well.
I don't know how to say.
It's outside.
Is it out? It's outside, right?
Outside.
Outside. Okay. What did outside?
Well, this storm is actually looking pretty interesting here. I mean, this doesn't look safe. This is probably the one that actually dropped the tornado earlier. They just probably tornado warned the wrong storm, I'm guessing.
Sorry, we don't know how to say your name.
Yeah, this one's looking pretty threatening at the moment. It's heading southeast towards Lawton, Adams, Lincoln,
That's where we stopped to get some food there.
and North Dakota.
Got a little subway down there. We did not have Sandy.
You're gonna move to Florida soon?
With us today, so we had to go to Subway to get our supplies. But
I normally I can't stand cold showers, but yeah.
it was good.
Yeah.
With the one
I definitely took one yesterday.
Thanks, man. Big fan.
All right. So let's go ahead and watch some of the videos from yesterday.
Alicia got it?
Yep.
They're not even from yesterday, but it's some of the stuff I got pulled up here. I think one of the most important ones I found. Let me see if I got so many videos I got open right here. All right, is this it?
Rescue continues in.
No, that's not it. That is one that I do want to watch. Okay, we don't need that one. We don't need that one. So yeah, that's that web soil survey website I was looking. So there's like 2 things. Oh yeah, we got to watch that one. Okay, let's go ahead and watch this one real quick because this one is absolutely nuts. While we're watching our tornado warning storms. Yeah, this is like a basically 37-minute time lapse basically of this flood kicking off here in Texas. It's actually crazy. Can't believe this guy was still sitting on the road here in a minute. This was just July 5th, back the other day. unreal that it knocked down that tree. I mean, that river is over 200 feet wide at this point, too. It's literally worse than a tsunami, or about the same, I would say. Look at it, just swallowed another tree. I cannot believe he's still sitting here. I'm assuming the bridge is set at a high enough area to where it couldn't really come up over it that much. Oh, you're in Grand Forks? We actually have a storm right next to Grand Forks. It's looking pretty scary. Not as bad as it did, but it's rotating pretty good. Honestly, I cannot believe this thing's not tornado warning. It looks literally right on top of Grand Forks right now. That is extremely scary looking, to be honest. Can you see this storm? Call me fresh. I mean, holy smokes. I cannot believe this thing's not tornado warned yet. Rotation doesn't look too crazy, but I mean, it is definitely rotating. We do have some rotation here. Yeah, this thing's pulling right into Grand Forks right now. Surprised they haven't tornado warned it yet. I mean, it's trying. You can see our reds and our greens and how close they are together coming down through here. But yeah, it's not tornado warned yet. I mean, if I was in Grand Forks, I would definitely stay away from windows, hop in the basement for a minute, just to be safe, because I don't know what this thing's going to do, but it looks like it could drop one. I'm surprised they have these up here tornado warning, not this one. Because it clearly has, you can see our area of rotation here. And clearly have a hook coming through. How you doing, George's Orban? Got a little bit of rain in St. George. Yeah, it's supposed to rain almost everywhere today, it seems like. All right, let me grab this other video. So, when I'm basically doing some research on why we had so much flooding in Texas, right? I'm sure most of you guys have all heard what happened down there. I guess we can do a brief little let me see if I can find it here. What happened with the big nasty flooding down there?
Alicia, you're the lucky dog there that just got. Is that a dog?
I have like multiple different videos.
Look at that! I didn't even realize that.
It's either a dog or
Yeah, anybody just popping in?
Kind of looks like a fennec fox.
Our tornado threat for today is just a 2% here.
They're all of the same species.
Basically here in
Where you're
Nebraska,
at is Palmer, Nebraska. Yeah.
top to north
We
and
should be
western
coming
part of
up
North
this
and South
way.
Dakota, a little bit of Minnesota.
Should
That's
be
what we're
coming up
dealing
this
with
way.
today.
So,
So we do have a small tornado threat. It was a 5% chance, but they did downgrade it, thankfully. But you see, we actually got some little bit of crazy weather happening here. We got a pretty nasty looking hook on this storm by Grand Forks, and we got another one that's tornado warned right up here. And I think this is the one that produced a tornado a little bit ago.
For a second, I was
We actually had a tornado on the ground with this one about 30 minutes ago.
Max, and I was like, oh wait, he just paid me.
We had a spotted confirmed tornado, but they actually said it was a. They said it was on this storm, but I'm pretty sure it was this one. I think they just
Have you ever thought about building
put the confirmed tornado on the wrong storm, because this one, it's clearly got a big, nice hook, and it's definitely got a good bit of rotation
it
here.
costs a lot of money, chat.
Yeah, very tight velocity couplet here.
It's gonna be a little while before I can.
And I wouldn't be surprised if this thing's actually on the ground at this point, because it's
We could do that, but that would not be very good. 50 gifted
I
by
don't see any kind of
Cactus Chat.
debris signature. It's so
KPPK,
close,
what's
it'd be
up,
hard to
guys?
tell.
In the chat for Cactus,
Yeah, we looked at
you
a
guys
3D
know
view of
the
this thing,
drill.
man, and this thing's really
KPPK
looking
with
like
the
it's
chat
going to
saying
drop a
Subway
tornado if
is
it hasn't
good.
already.
Thank you,
I'm pretty sure it
KPPK.
did.
I'm gonna be honest. I think Subway is mid. But thank you for the
You
super
guys are in
chat.
front of this
Trying to
between
like
Lawton
post
and Adams. You definitely want to
Thank
take
you
your
for the
safe
super chat.
spot because this
But
thing might be on the ground as we speak
It'll
here.
get the job done. You know, in a pinch, like Subway will get the job done.
And yeah,
But I'd
I
rather
mean,
go
it's
to
coming
a
down. Like, we
Jimmy
got our
John's, you know?
velocities are definitely matching up right
Cactus
here.
Jimmy
Cactus
John's.
with another 50.
Cactus, thank you for the 50 again, brother. W's in the chat for Cactus.
And we're
my
just looking
man.
at the
W's
highest
in the chat
velocities.
for
Look how
Cactus.
close they are together there. I
See,
mean,
that's
this
what
thing
I'm
really
saying,
looks like
man.
it's about on the ground, if not.
That's what I'm saying. 750
And what are we
grand, like,
seeing this at? This is at, okay, we're seeing this at 6,000 feet. So, yeah, very high possibility this thing's on the ground at this
all
point.
my money goes into new windshields. That's-
So you're
that's all my-
outside looking north of Grand Forks. Do you see any like
He doesn't even pay us.
wall clouds out there in Grand Forks? Because they haven't tornado warned this storm.
I don't. They get paid in
Just got a severe warning.
Yeah,
And the rotation's kind of doesn't look too crazy, but I mean, if National Weather said this is on the ground, I would believe them, right?
In southern Nebraska near Hickman.
Because I mean, this thing has a hook.
Looks like a couple storms heading my way.
Showing up a little better in the end rot. Kind of more big and messy because we kind of got like a couplet here and a couplet here, so it's.
always a good thing to keep an eye on the weather when you're out there camping.
Yep.
Is it pretty windy there in Grand Forks?
Cactus with another 50.
Cactus with another 50. So that's 150.
Oh, hey, Metalhead, we're
That's 150
looking at North and South Dakota right now in Nebraska as we're watching. This is up in North Dakota,
Valerie with the one
up by
50.
Grand Forks. We're basically up on the western tip of North Dakota.
Who got it, Valerie?
Go ahead. I'll pull up our tornado thread again for the day.
We need at least 150 W's in the chat for Cactus.
So where we're expecting to see severe weather today is going to be in these areas. We have a 2% chance for tornadoes in these areas here today. Nowhere else in the United States is not going to have any issues. Just basically that area. Tornado threats only in that area. So, but as in general rainstorms and thunderstorms, we're expecting to see pretty much rain and thunderstorms everywhere. Almost the entire middle and eastern parts of the United States today. So,
Denise got the gifted membership from Valerie.
Denise did.
yep. If you live anywhere over here, you're probably going to see some rain today. Except for maybe Michigan, right? So yeah, we're expecting to see quite a bit of rain today.
Cactus with another
I question
50.
my last name.
Yeah,
This thing is still rotating really good. Still got a good strong rotation on this one by Lawton.
Robert with the
Pretty
super
scary
chat.
looking storm.
Wait, what is Charlie's last name?
Can't believe we're still seeing weather like this in the middle of the summer.
Not Birdo. I so
Yeah,
badly
man.
want
So
to
what did you see?
I know.
Call me fresh.
So badly just want to call him Birdo, but
Even
apparently
after
it's
him
Birdo.
correcting us.
Yeah, stop in anytime, Metalhead. Thanks for
Birdo.
coming in. You can hang out as long as you want.
Slip up every once in a while and call him
So what kind of
Birdo.
threat do they have on this one here? Let's take
He
a
knows
look.
that I love him. Hey, it's severe warned again. Look at that. Got re-severe
Holy
warning.
crap, they're saying golf ball size hail and 7-mile-an-hour wind gusts right here.
Severe warning on this thing, bro.
Charlie?
Holy
why-
smokes.
why
That
is-
that
why
part of the
is-
storm's probably going north of Grand Forks. It's just the hook that's basically coming into Grand Forks, which is pretty scary looking. I'm going to be
Even
honest.
though you're from
I don't know. I don't know why they didn't tornado warn this just to be safe. Like, it's coming through a
Hit the
town.
yellow button when I get my pocket.
What if it decides to drop one? But
Yeah, I guess that's fair.
scary looking
Mail
storm.
Right now.
At least we got a yellow super chat here though from Nick for the Interceptor
Let me see if I can find this one
Alright, there
video.
you
I
go.
wanted
Interceptor is
to.
funded.
Man, I have so many different ones.
0.001%. We are 0.001% of the way there toward getting the Interceptor. So, thank
So
you.
when it comes to like
Fun there, Nick.
basically what happened in Texas is it's a mixture of things. Like you got.
These flies are going
It's
crazy.
been a drought there in those parts of Texas for years and years and years, right? So it's like compacted the ground and the sand and whatever there to basically whenever it rains, it just basically nothing soaks in and it all just like flows towards the river. Between that and then the type of topsoil they have, that's why it was so bad in Texas. So I feel like they need
See how
to
it's twisting in there though?
basically
That's clearly some sort of like
all they need is like AI. Use like a
John,
AI to monitor the areas of drought and the kinds of topsoils in the area,
How many windshields
and then do an upgraded flash flood warning system with Amber Alerts for people that are actually, in the areas where flash flood warnings are actually very dangerous, you know, because we see flash flood warnings all the time. There's like all flash flood warnings. Like, look, see right here, nobody's paying attention to them. They're all over the place.
Have we done 4 this year?
And
So
there's actually more deaths from flash floods than tornadoes. So it's like they need to step it up, right? Now that we got AI so powerful, like
Dad and we didn't have much money, you know.
I think they can make things a little safer when it comes to flash floods. Because it's a lot of work to pay attention, right? You know, especially like a National Weather Service employee. It's like they're already constantly watching all the storms, and it's really hard to look up and see what kind of topsoil's in an area. But the drought map's pretty easy to see.
I was losing money. Like I just go to Walmart.
I did have a drought map somewhere.
And I'd get just enough money so I could chase.
How you doing, Shy Smile? Welcome to the stream.
Roll my money, and I'd be back at Walmart again. So like, if I had to buy a new windshield, I was cooked, you know?
Yeah.
So even when I did have a broken
Going
windshield,
through like the 800 windows I have open right here. Trying to find the one. So I had a really good video from the one,
anyway, one windshield would literally
honor their claims. Oh my gosh.
be like
I just cannot believe how bad that was. I mean, we just watched it. I can pop it up again real quick.
This one was
It's like the,
That lowering is kind of weird.
like a 37-minute time lapse of the river flooding there in Texas. Let's play it. Let me try to find the other one I have. It's just nuts. Just swallowing up trees. I mean, I couldn't imagine being a parent. One of your kids being at those campgrounds. I mean, holy smokes. What a nightmare. You know, this happened in 1987, too. And it's just like, you know how us humans are. We forget, man. We just forget everything that happens, and it just repeats itself, it seems like. Unreal. Yeah, after this, I'm going to watch the actual weatherman from down in Texas talking about it. Crazy.
We're gonna put a poll up real quick, and I just want to see which tornado you guys think is the more insane tornado. I'm just curious.
I got this. I kind of stopped this at the point where I want to watch it from. So he's talking about.
Opinion is on this. We will abide by this poll, maybe.
Hold on a second.
Got some bees. Look at this. Look, got some bees here.
Muted again.
Yeah, I don't want to break them out. I don't want to touch it.
Freddie threatened to abandon me and Eli.
I'm gonna have to turn him up. Let me pause Freddie McKinney too. He's so loud. All right. This one is on Facebook here.
Coming in overnight and early this morning, dumping the 10 to 12 inches that caused all the flooding on the Guadalupe, and the Llano River had flooding as well. The rain has let up, but there's still some isolated thunderstorms out there. That's a pretty good thunderstorm going right now. And they may have more rain to come as we head into tomorrow as well. So how did this happen? 10 to 12 inches of rain, a bullseye right there, right
Sue
on
Smith,
the
welcome to the
Guadalupe
stream.
watershed.
Hey,
So
Tara.
all this rain
Hey,
that fell
June.
here, 10 to 12 inches in that area, which just represents trillions of gallons of water.
Right now, what we're dealing with is a tornado threat up north here in North Dakota, South Dakota, Nebraska right here. We're not dealing with the Texas stuff right now, even though there is some flash flood warnings, but I'm basically talking about what did happen down in Texas the other day. And like, you know, all of us weather people, we basically missed it, right? Even the weathermen, it's just kind of like happened, right? Oh man, why does it mute it every time I pause this? Hold on a second.
What caused the rapid rise on the river, the terrifyingly rapid rise on the river, and the flooding that we had out there. a bullseye right there, right on the Guadalupe watershed. So all this rain that fell here, 10 to 12 inches in that area, which just represents trillions of gallons of water, goes into the Guadalupe River and then all together races down as a bulge. And that's what caused the rapid rise on the river, the terrifyingly rapid rise on the river, and the flooding that we had out there. And here's where the flooding is specifically from Kerrville. Here's where the bullseye of the rain was, right down through Kerrville, where they had just utter devastation at all the parks and RV parks and recreational parks along the river. And it's like that all the way down, past through north of Bernie, and then to Canyon Lake. Now, Canyon Lake is not flooding. You would think that with all that rain coming down into Canyon Lake that they would have flooding on Canyon Lake, but they
That's
don't.
crazy.
And
It
that is
didn't
because
flood in Canyon Lake. It just filled the lake up.
Is actually in drought. It's only half full. So here's the flood map: Kerrville, past Comfort to Bernie, down to Canyon Lake. That's where the flooding is taking place. It's not taking place below Canyon Lake to New Braunfels. New Braunfels is fine, and that is, again, because Canyon Lake's in drought. It's only half full. So all the water coming down is filling up the lake. It's not going down below the dam, down the lower Guadalupe, down below Canyon Lake, so there's no flooding down there. Now, if we were to get more heavy rain on the saturated ground, that could change, but for the moment, that's where we stand. That being said, the forecast is for more rain right in the same spot. This is 7 a.m. tomorrow morning, scattered showers and thunder showers sitting here, and then they expand in coverage again as this upper low is just trapped right here and doesn't want to budge. So if this forecast verifies, there will be another chance for flash flooding out in the hill country as we head into tomorrow afternoon. Big picture, it's a wet weather pattern and it continues for Texas.
So they haven't had rain out in this area in years.
We're going to Saturday, staying with a wet weather pattern across central and the hill country of Texas. We go into Sunday, still a wet weather pattern right in the same spot. So
even
wet
now,
weather pattern.
we still have
In general,
we still have rain
half
going
inch
on
to
there
an
in
inch of rain,
Texas.
but you just never know when those boundaries are going to line up, especially at night. We can't tell exactly where all the boundaries
still
are.
going on
This
out
happened
here.
last night where they just come together and they'll park themselves. And with a tropical atmosphere like this over Texas, anywhere in here, you could have an overnight rainstorm of several inches of rain. That's Sunday. We go into Monday, and again, look at the pattern. Moisture coming up still.
This place is
staying in
getting so much
Texas.
rain, it hasn't seen
We
rain
get
in
a little
forever.
better rain chance here with the sea breeze getting
I
active.
already knew that, like, where is it out there near northeast of Houston or Austin? Yeah, Austin's lakes have been really low for a really long time. So this one's still tornado warned out here. Still got a very tight velocity couplet here heading towards Lincoln and Whitman now here in North Dakota. Still have a pretty good rotation on this storm out here. It's got a big old hook on it. Yeah, I think hopefully with the situation we got with this flash flooding, I think with AI, between knowing where the droughts are and the type of, topsoil is in the area, they should be able to basically pinpoint which flash floods are going to be worse than others. Because, we always have flash flood warnings. We always have them. Man, this thing really looks like it wants to drop still. And we still got some really good rotation in here. This thing wants to drop a tornado. I don't know if it's on the ground. I don't know if we have any eyes on this storm here. Yeah, I think everybody's... Oh, now Reed Timmer's actually out there in Texas now. He's still... he's out there chasing. Let me actually drop a radar down there. I got a couple open right now. So we can see what houses or what areas are still under flash flood warnings. All right, we'll bring this one down to Texas. I had it down there earlier. So we still have flash flood warnings here. Thing is they just don't have amber alerts down in Texas, right? Or they don't have amber alerts for these kinds of warnings. And we need to change that. That's what National Weather needs to do. We need to get AI involved and start handing out, amber alert flash flood emergencies when it's in a very high drought area with hardened types of topsoil. That way people know to find higher ground or get out of the area, So Of course, they're going to have flash flood warnings like crazy after what just happened, right? So, I mean, you see, we just got some mild rainstorms down here right now. Nothing too crazy, but I mean, it's still raining. It's still like all the rivers and stuff are really high in the areas of the rain down there in Texas. And what is crazy is that area in Kerrville right here. This is the area where it happened down in here. They had that same river. 10 people died back in 1987 in the same area, same thing. Except this time, I think it was even worse. The river only went like 10 feet up above the ground. This time it went like 20 feet up. So, and they're still looking for people. Sadly, it's probably going to be over 100 people that lost their lives from that by the time they find everybody that's missing. But yeah, right here too, right now, the other thing that we're dealing with is actually the tornado threat that we have right now. Anybody just stopping in, we actually have a tornado warning up here in North Dakota. And we have another storm here. It's just passed through Grand Forks. Doesn't look too bad, but it has a scary looking hook on it, but it also does have 70-mile-an-hour winds and tennis ball size hail possible. I don't see much hail left in it. I think it pretty much dropped all the hail for the time being, so hopefully there isn't much more hail coming out of that thing. But yeah, this storm looks like it's about to drop a tornado, or has been on the ground here a lot lately. I mean, this thing's been spinning really good for the last 30 minutes or so. All right, let's take a look at some of the storm chasers and see where everybody's at. Oh my goodness. Oh no, we have to watch this one too. I don't know if anybody saw this one. This is just absolutely nuts. You'll see these trees out here.
Warning.
We realized that the water is rising really fast.
Car horns screamed as vehicles shorted out underwater.
We start banging on everybody's door, getting people out.
If you were lucky, someone banged on your door. If not, this is how you woke up.
Was this like a worst case scenario because it's the holiday?
Absolutely. They were full. They have 14.
Basically like a little mini tsunami, you know.
Reservations missing. I have 6 people missing.
If you didn't
Hey,
get
St.
out
Louis
on
Weather
time
Club,
and
it's
you were in
nice
an
to
RV,
see
this
you.
is unsurvivable. Look at this. This RV shredded, wrapped around the tree. There's another one there, and then you can see another one down the river. This whole area was full of RVs, cabins. Everyone was here for the holiday weekend. This is a really popular area to celebrate the 4th of July.
Anybody just stopping in, we're watching the weather right now. We do have a small tornado threat right now. We're dealing with that, which is up north more so. I know we still have a bunch of flash flood stuff going on down in Texas right now, but we're kind of doing two things at once. We have a small 2% chance for tornadoes up here in the Dakotas and Nebraska. So we're basically keeping an eye on this, and we're also, watching some videos and talking about what happened down in Texas with the flood, because we didn't cover it. Nobody really covered it. It just kind of happened all of a sudden. We weren't ready for it. We found out that there was a big drought in that area, plus the kind of topsoil in that area combined with how long it hasn't rained in forever. And it basically just, it caused a very serious situation that nobody was really alerted for. I mean, there was flash flood warnings, but nobody got any alerts. And sadly, this is what happened, It's kind of sad. I know pretty much most of you all have probably heard about it here that's in chat.
That were able to get out, but only.
It's just unreal how strong and damaging water is. I mean, that's like a trailer
nothing else.
wrapped around a tree.
No time.
No time.
The forecast called for up to 6 inches of rain. Up to twice that fell. People went to bed believing that they'd wake up to fireworks, not flash floods.
I was expecting rain, but not a flood.
I slept through it. It was the last night we didn't know anything. It was when we woke up this morning.
The thunder was crazy, and I couldn't sleep. So at 2:30, I started checking because it was just non-stop, and it was hard rain.
Along the Guadalupe River, at least 18 summer camps sat
Well,
directly
it still has
in
a
flood's
hook, but it
path.
doesn't look like it's rotating.
At one
much.
camp alone, officials say around 20 girls
Still got a
were
hook there.
unaccounted for. Parents and guardians lined up at a nearby elementary school, waiting to hear if their child's name would be called.
Some very emotional moments happening behind me. In the school bus are children who were at their overnight camps. There's a lot of summer camps that are located right along the Guadalupe River, and so many of these parents had no idea if their children were okay or not. The river
I can only
rapidly
imagine
rising
those
in the early
parents.
morning hours, washing away cabins and sadly taking numerous lives along the river.
Got to be the biggest
These kids
nightmare
being
being one
brought
of the
from their
parents of those
camps
kids at those
here to
camps.
the elementary school to be reunited with friends and family.
We saw that it had flooded up here and just kind of didn't know, and the not knowing is the worst part. So both her and my son are real strong swimmers, so I wasn't real worried about them as far as in the water. But you know, water moving that fast is insane. That's all you can think about.
In the town of
Storm's got a little bit
the
of
water
rotation
hit
here.
harder. It took
It's right on the
high-profile
border of
military
Nebraska and South
vehicles
Dakota.
just to reach the survivors.
We actually got a lot of
Pulling up
storms
like-
firing up over here too. It's like in Colorado. It's kind of where our threat starts today, I believe. Let's go ahead and pop that up on the radar real quick. So yeah, northwest Colorado is where a lot of our storms are going to be like forming up and popping off up there. It's where a lot of the storm chasers are trying to catch up to these storms here. Yeah, I mean, we definitely got a lot of rotation on all these storms out here. They're basically going to be heading northeast into basically more favorable weather for tornadoes here. This is northeast Colorado at the moment.
Lifeboats on wheels, soaked, shaken, silent. The survivors climbed aboard, their lives reduced to whatever they could grab.
We get flash flood warnings on our phones all the time. It's like the Ambler Alert, or you live in Texas, you don't really
My buddy has 2 of these big Army trucks in our backyard.
think much of it, and obviously we were wrong.
He loves those things.
This chilling video captures the river rising in real time.
Memphis.
Each lightning strike illuminating just how fast
Let me go look.
the water was climbing. Inside London's home, floodwater surged up the staircase, step by step, second by second, until escape was nearly impossible.
We got to the top floor, and it just kept rising. It kept
Looks
rising.
like a rain shower coming into
and
Memphis.
We were getting ready to go on the roof. Like
We got
I
some
said, we
bigger
had
storms coming later on, though, by Little Rock. Got all this stuff coming towards you.
Bed sheets together to bring ourselves to the top, and right before
Yeah, you just got a rain shower
climbed
coming to
out,
Memphis right now.
we realized that we were fine. Well, we realized we were fine because the water had obviously started to stop and go down, and fortunately we were okay.
Terrifying. That's the only way you can describe the force and fury of water. That is the Guadalupe River behind me. I'm in Kerrville, Texas, the Texas Hill Country. This section right here was a part of this apartment complex. It was lifted off its foundation, carried about 100 feet away.
This is
into
what's
the
nuts.
parking
Look
lot.
at this.
The only thing that stopped it, these old oak trees.
See that? Literally the trees saved that house. That's unreal. Man.
I spoke with one girl who had just graduated from college. She had just left for work around 5 this morning, grumbling, of course, about working so early and on a holiday. But that might have saved her life.
Honestly, I've been running every day, and I would record like that little bridge, and every time I would get it in the clip, it was dry.
And this looks like
there
literally a
was barely
tsunami came
any
through.
water,
Pretty much
so
the
I was
same
never
thing.
expecting it
Just
to
in a
get
much
this
smaller
high up.
area.
At most, maybe like the railings, sure, but I didn't expect it to go from like dry to be this high up.
Within a day.
Within hours, because I was here right before 5, and by like 6, 5.
I hope Ryan Hall does something. You know how he's kind of got this whole new radar site being set up and stuff. I'm hoping he's able to do something with AI to help
Yeah.
pinpoint areas where flash floods are a much bigger threat.
You probably hated those early hours. I was like,
Either that or Trump or
early,
somebody,
but I'm glad
the Congress needs to pass something to like get more of an advanced warning system for flash floods.
So agencies from all over.
We have the technology to
I've
do
seen
it
the
now. There's
National
no reason
local
this should have happened
sheriffs,
without, much better of a
any
warning.
helicopter basically available. I think they're flying up and down the Guadalupe River now, actively searching, hoping to rescue.
Yeah, this thing's got some pretty strong rotation
Of
right
the
now.
roughly 237 people rescued on the first day,
Doggies.
167 were lifted out by helicopter.
Yeah, this one up here in North Dakota is looking a little bit stronger than it was before. Some pretty good velocities on it.
Children from the flooded camps. State officials say
still
the
kind of out in the middle of
search won't
nowhere,
stop.
but we do got a
Not
pretty
during
good
the
velocity
day,
couplet
not
here.
when the sun goes down. Not until every missing person is found.
My goodness, those trees. Mother Nature is a beast.
I think what's so astounding is just how high the debris mark is here. That's 20 feet at least.
20 feet high debris.
The water was not like that. The water was raging.
Right here, right now, I'm looking at a 3D view of our storm up here in North Dakota. Again, that's tornado warned. This thing has been tornado warned for a while now, at least 30 minutes. And I don't know if it's dropped to the ground yet or not, but I mean, you can clearly see this thing's a pretty big monster here, and it's been rotating really well. It's where it wants to drop down. Still, oh, this is actually, it's actually a confirmed tornado now. Holy smokes, yeah, so this is actually on the ground. Let me see what the weather spotter said. We actually have a tornado on the ground now. It's been upgraded to a TORR. All right, at 5:09 p.m., confirmed tornadoes located near Adams or 32 miles south of Langton, moving southeast at 25 miles an hour. So we actually have a tornado on the ground now here in North Dakota, basically heading its way over time. It's going to be heading towards Grand Forks over time. So, I mean, it's probably a couple hours away. But yeah, this storm's actually got a tornado on the ground now. So you guys definitely need to get in your safe spots if you're out here anywhere between Whitman and Lincoln and North Dakota, because we got a tornado on the ground coming towards you right now. Let's grab the chasers. We'll watch some more of the flood video here later on. I'm sorry, I'm gunning all over the place. But let me see if we can find any of the storm chasers out here in these storms here. See if anybody's watching this tornado out on the ground. Honestly, I didn't think it was going to get this crazy today. I thought we were going to hang out for a little bit, watch some of the flood stuff in Texas and shut down the stream. But it looks like, yeah, we're actually having some bad weather right now. All right. So Evan Freiberger. Is Evan Freiberger out chasing?
Canada.
I don't know if Evan Freiberger's out chasing or is that's one of the streamers he has.
So yeah.
No,
So that's what we're talking about
right
today.
now.
Shouldn't be overly spicy, but back over here, this.
Let me see what other storm chasers we have out here. I don't know if we have any of them. Freddie McKinney.
But definitely rotating.
And
That's
like
a good
focused
sign.
over here because we have two
Well,
little
He's
areas.
in
See, the
Lynch,
inflow's picking
Nebraska.
up.
So
Yeah.
he's all the way
Knows
down
how that's
south
really
in
pulling in
Nebraska.
now.
I wonder if we have
Very
any
much
storm chasers on this
centering
storm.
on the east side now.
Let me try to find a storm chaser. Actually, I also need to pull up our other app here.
I don't know what I just hit. That hurt.
I don't know, chat. We're gonna have to see how this thing goes. We're gonna see how this thing goes, but we're gonna have to give it some time. I was kind of figuring that it would take a little time for this stuff to materialize. Was not expecting a very hot start with today, but this thing's looking good, and it looks like we now have a severe thunderstorm warning for our current location.
Yeah, I'm opening up weather-wise real quick. We'll see if we have any streamers out there.
1-inch hail, 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts. Let's see. It says
Ooh, we got updates weather-wise.
Northwestern Knox County and northeastern Nebraska. Severe thunderstorm was located 5 miles northwest of Verdell.
We have enhanced our HazCam integration from today. So they're doing updates on the HazCams for weather-wise. That's awesome.
This storm will be near Verdell around 5:20 p.m. It is 5:18 p.m., so it is approaching Verdell. At some point, we might have to shoot a little bit east, question mark. Maybe?
I almost died.
What'd you do?
I don't think we don't have any storm chasers up north on this tornado warned storm right now.
Do not do the die. At some point, excuse me, we might have to shoot a little bit east so we can drop south.
Yeah, we don't have any storm chasers out there. Let me check one more source, see if we have anybody out here in these storms. Because this thing is confirmed on the ground now doing damage. See up here on the top, we have a TORR. So we actually had a confirmed spotter see this on the ground here at 5:09 p.m. A confirmed tornado is located near Adams, or 32 miles south of Langdon, moving southeast at 25 miles an hour. So we actually have a tornado on the ground doing damage.
It's 100 degrees in Ohio right now, guys.
Wild tornadoes, Ohio. Tara, what are you talking about? We don't need any tornadoes in Ohio. We don't want any tornadoes in Ohio. Keep away.
Better watch for lightning. Yeah, we kind of are on high ground, aren't we?
Where's Tornado Pagey? Is Tornado Pagey live? There's actually one more website that it's kind of old. I don't know if it's basically called Storm Chasers. You guys might have heard of this one. Let me pull it up again real quick. Live storm chasing. It's kind of an older one. I don't know how many people still use this, but kind of shows the location of all the storm chasers. So yeah, we have Ryan Pitts here. We got a couple people. There's somebody down in Mississippi. Nobody's up here. Nobody's up here in North Dakota. I don't have a single chaser up there. So no one is near this tornado on the ground. It's all out here by itself. We don't have any storm chasers out here. And we literally have a tornado on the ground here, heading in between Lincoln and Whitman right now. It's got a pretty good velocity couplet on it too. Let me see where Tornado Pagey is. He's not even live right now. Tornado Pagey actually said hi to me. I said hi in chat. Oh, so excited. Finally, a storm chaser said. It was like 3 in the morning. They were out there chasing the tropical storm. Where's Reed at? Reed's down in Texas, though. Pretty sure. Reed Timmer's down in Texas. He's following the floods. Let me see. He's not even live either. Yeah, Reed. He did a short earlier. He's down in Texas right now. So he's down in Kempner. So yeah, he's down there in Texas. I can't watch the whole thing. That's yeah, that's an actual YouTube short. And I'm streaming on shorts, so I can't play that long. But yeah, we have a cup. Freddie McKinney's live. And then we got Patrick. Everybody's everybody's down in Nebraska right now. He's in Colorado. So we have a pretty big threat area right here. This tornado that's on the ground's all the way up here in North Dakota. In long term, the storm's heading towards Grand Forks in North Dakota, right on the border of Minnesota and North Dakota. But we also have a bunch of storms further down south. This is a pretty large area of threat today. So basically, most of our storms down here in Colorado, they're basically heading up through our threat area. Let me pull it up again so you guys, anybody's just hopping in. We have a 2% chance of tornadoes in this area today. So most of our storm chasers are down in here. And they're all heading up basically through this way. But we actually have a tornado on the ground up here. So we don't have any storm chasers up there right now. So that one country kid, I'm using GR2 Analyst right here. Then there also the best free app is this one right here. I'm using a emulator for Android right here. This one right here, Radar Omega, is a really good one. This one's free. But yeah, this one's really nice. I like this radar. All right, let's connect to... Oh, I'm not even connected to a radar site yet. Yeah, I really like this one. I gotta redo some settings. They turned the lightning bolts back on. I'm not a big fan of the lightning bolts. Turn on the split view. Yeah, this one's really nice. The only thing that costs money is the split view on this. Other than that, it's free. But yeah, this is something you can download this one on your phone, and it's going through lots of updates recently. Ryan Hall is working on this. But this other one that I'm using is on PC only. But if you're on a phone, this is the one you want. It's called Weatherwise. It has all kinds of options. Right here, we're looking at the velocities. This is the winds going one way. So the wind's going the other. So that's where our rotation is, where this tornado is on the ground here in this little hook area. So we actually have a tornado on the ground right here. And it's basically passing south of, forget that town's name. Let's go back up there. Tornado's passing south of Lincoln here. It's kind of out in the middle of the country, which is good. I think it's kind of on the weaker end. But yeah, that's where the tornado is, like touching down right in here. You can see our little velocity couplet. That's where our tornado's at. I bought Radar Mega. It's on my phone. I don't have it emulated on my phone app on my computer, but I have Radar Mega on my phone. Radar Mega is still good. I think it costs like $9, but if you want to get it on PC, you have to pay a monthly subscription for it. Radar Mega, which I wanted to get Ryan Hall's app because he's, Ryan Hall's app's going to be better than Radar Mega in the future, I think. I mean, it already covers like Canada and Europe and stuff, so. Holy smokes, does that not look weird? It's like there's a huge updraft going through this storm right now. Just looks like the whole thing's being lifted up, doesn't it? That is weird. Look at that. That is really weird. Literally looks like it's pulled all the way up to the cap of 60,000 feet or something. I don't know if this is just an error or what. That looks crazy. Yeah, I don't know. This is creepy looking. I hope this is just an error. I don't know what's happening here. Yeah, I think we just got an issue with the radar right now, because that doesn't look right. I don't think I've ever seen anything like this before, but yeah. I mean, that's where our rotation's touching down at with our tornado on the ground. Maybe we have some corrupt data. I don't know. I don't really see any, there's very little. There's a little bit of interference down there. Yeah, we pretty much have a tornado on the ground here between Lincoln and Whitman. Let's actually pull up Google Maps so I can give people a better idea of where this actually is. Normally we have like a storm chaser running around following these. Google Maps. Lincoln, North Dakota. There's Lincoln. Our tornado's more to the east of Lincoln. So it's between Lincoln. It's like the tornado's directly north of Whitman. So the tornado's up in here somewhere. So it looks like the tornado is basically crossing 35. Oh, there's another little town up here in Adams. Yikes. So this isn't even showing up on the radar site, but we have a little town called Adams. No, oh no, Adams is further north. My bad. So our tornado's like right in here, crossing 35. Adams is further north. So I think our tornado's around 62 2nd Street Northeast and 35, that area roughly. There's a couple farmhouses out here. Hopefully everybody got their Amber Alerts and they got to shelter if they're out here in front of this thing. Still showing a really strong velocity couplet right here in the storm. I mean, this thing looks like it's heading directly toward Grand Forks. I mean, it's got a ways to go, but... But Fordville and Inkster, you guys might want to start prepping. You have a tornado on the ground coming towards you guys. You're not in the tornado warning yet, but if this thing's still on the ground, I mean, this thing's coming right at you guys. You guys are like right lined up in the path of this storm. The rotating area is going to be really close to your towns. I mean, if this gets a renewed tornado warning, Fordville is going to be in the next tornado warning. Pretty good sized town. We got at least 50 houses there probably. He's got a pretty good view up there, Patrick. A little bit of wall cloud over there. Let's go back down to North Colorado, Northeast Colorado. Actually, we got some storms that have actually made it in Nebraska now. And these storms are big out here. Got a lot of rotation in these. My goodness, look at this hail core. Holy smokes. So Yuma and Eckley's on deck. There's a ton of farms out here in Northeast Colorado. This one, yeah, this one's right. 2-inch size hail, 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts. It's probably going to be bigger than 2-inch hail looking at that core right now. This thing's about to drop some monster hail right here. Just went through Otis. Otis is probably feeling the hail. I don't know if we got a little area of rotation here. That's side lobe contamination. But, man, it really looking pretty wild in this little spot right here. Yeah, I don't know if that's side lobe or rotation, but one or the other. That could be a pretty good strong rotation forming up there. North of Otis. This one's kind of out in the middle of nowhere, too. I mean, there's... Looks like most of the farms are... You can see all these little circles. This is all the farms out here. But yeah, where this... If this is rotating here, it's this kind of north of the farms, too. So that's a good thing. We might see some tornado warnings down here soon. We got a little rotating clump here just by Daly and Haxton. That's in northeastern Colorado. It's about to head into Nebraska. Let's see if this is... You can see these storms the best from here, but let me move up to right here, and we'll see if we can look at Shane, Wyoming radar, and take a look at these two storms here that are in Nebraska now. And these are some big old monster storms for sure. Another one, 60-mile-an-hour wind gust, ping pong ball size hail, basically running along Sydney, Lodgepole, Chappelle, and Nebraska. Let me go ahead and see where that is exactly. So we might see some tornado warnings out of these soon. Anybody just stopping in, this is our tornado threat for today. We have a 2% chance of tornadoes in this big green area. It was a 5%. They did downgrade it, but we're seeing a lot of rotation. We actually have a tornado on the ground up here in Nebraska right now. And we got a bunch of storms down here that are basically heading into the other high-risk area. So we got a pretty large area of threat right now. But yeah, we do have a confirmed tornado on the ground up here in Nebraska. Let me take a quick look at that again real quick. It's looking a little more sloppy, but it still has a pretty good velocity couplet there. This thing might have lifted. It still has a confirmed tornado warning. We do not have any chasers out here, but it still has the confirmed Tornado warning right here. Saying that it's actually on the ground still. Let's go back down to the one in Nebraska again. Kind of wanted to get a 3D view of these big storms because these things are huge. Got a lot of hail, a lot of rotation out here. Yeah, there's just all kinds of rotation in all these storms down here. Every single one of them is rotating. Yeah, expect to see 60-mile-an-hour wind gust minimum with these big storms coming through. Well, I guess the radar's cutting off the top of the storm. I don't know why. Let's take a look here. But we're missing half the storm. I guess the Cheyenne radar is just not very good, and we're going to have to go to a different radar. It's missing all the tilts. I guess there's an issue with the radar here in Miami. Because it's chopping off the top of the storms, and we're looking at it from 9,000 feet, so... I think Goodland, Kansas is still going to be our best radar for these storms right now. Holy smokes. I hope that's just hail. Got a new tornado warning. You heard that ding? That's a new tornado warning. So a little pocket of rotations kind of would be like right here. So it'd be right up there. Be right in here. That's an actual rotation there. But it's right in between two hills. Two hail cores. So I don't know. Oh, they just tornado warned it. Hey, and guess what? He's in it. He just got the Amber Alert for it. So this rotation is legit out here. He's literally what a deal. What a deal. I don't know if you heard the Amber Alert on his phone. But yeah, they just tornado warned this. They tornado warned it while we were looking at it, guys.
Yeah, we're going to be on it in a second.
See if we can... What is wrong with the radars right now?
To get out there. But we're going to be right the heck on.
I don't know why it's chopping off the top pass of the storm.
Passed within about 400 feet of us just a minute ago.
I'm missing tilts on this radar too. Hold on, let me open up another app real quick. I don't know if there's something wrong with this or what. I don't know why I got multiple tilts missing. I'll show you guys what I'm talking about here. You can see it. So right in here, right in this area, I can basically adjust the tilts of the radar here. And look, I'm only showing 1.8 to 3.2. I'm missing a lot of tilts in these radars here.
Keep your eyes peeled. We're going to be on it in a second.
So we have two, so that's actually a confirmed tornado on the ground there in Colorado. So there is actually a tornado on the ground there. So we have two tornadoes on the ground right now.
In just a minute, and we'll be able to shoot east and get right up under it. We just passed that couple.
There's actually a tornado on the ground in this area somewhere. I want to think it's probably going to be back in here, not out here.
Oh, we got a debris path here.
Oh, we got a debris path.
Yeah, there's a debris path right over there. Your ass. What are you doing?
I like to have smoothing on my base reflectivity. All your tilts and radar scope work? The radar scope doesn't have the 3D views. Look at this. We might have another area rotation happening up in here. I believe this is Patrick. Let me double check.
We've got debris. Yeah, we've got debris scattered all over town here.
Oh my goodness, debris scattered all over town.
Yeah, there's a lot of storm damage here. Looks like
Yeah, this is Patrick Pinata. I don't know why his name's missing off of his stream. It just says Storm Chaser on his YouTube page.
Alright, we're on it, guys.
This is actually a confirmed tornado on the ground right here. There's a debris path. He was chasing. It's got to be right in here somewhere.
Nope, we're running this light.
It's a big, scary looking storm. I mean, I got a lot of the tilts right now. Yeah, I'm still missing the tilts in the upper levels. It's chopping off the top part of the storm. It's weird. Could be something wrong with my program right now.
Alright, we're getting on it. More storm
Yeah, I'm thinking the tornado's inside here somewhere.
We're getting under it.
It's looking really odd. There just might be some errors with the program right now, to be honest. I mean, there's two areas it could be in. It could be in here, or it could be right here.
Headed towards Yuma.
Patrick's heading right towards it.
And Ray. Alright.
He's like, I'm going for it. It's got to be here somewhere. He's going to find it. I mean, we have really high velocities here. It might be just a big, large area of like 100-mile-an-hour rotation here, possibly. Could be like one of those little mini hurricane things we see down in Texas. You can clearly see how it's rotating here. I mean, we got a huge, huge area of rotation here.
Alright, we got strong winds coming up. We got outflow winds.
Not so much a tight area, but a huge, large area of velocities.
They gotta be in here somewhere. We gotta keep moving. Alright, we're in a tornado-warned storm near Yuma, Colorado. We're punching through the rain to try to get up into it. We're gonna try to get ahead of this tornado.
We actually have, okay, so the one up in North Dakota, they dropped the on-the-ground warning. They still have a tornado warning up here by Lincoln, but it's no longer confirmed on the ground. It's just a tornado warning storm as it's moving in closer to Fordsville, Inkster. Fordville and Inkster, you're both inside the tornado warning now. It is still definitely rotating very well, but it does not seem it's on the ground anymore at the time. They did lower the tornado warning. It's just back to a regular TOR. But we still have a confirmed tornado on the ground down here in Nebraska. Now this is a different radar. This one's all the way back in North Platte. I'm just kind of looking at these storms from here. See if I can see a better view of this thing. I mean, that could be the tornado right in here. I mean, this is really far away. We're looking at it from 20,000 feet. But I just wanted to see it from a different radar site. Okay, all the tilts are working again. So I should be able to get a 3D view. Let me reset. Reset the connection to this radar site. All the tilts are back. It's going up to 15 degrees again. It hasn't updated in a minute. I'm still waiting for the next update. That is weird. There's something going on with the radar data today. That is really weird looking. Okay, so this looks more normal. So it looks like we have a huge pocket of rotation right in there. Let me see why. Now my
We got it. We're on it. Tornado's due north of us right now.
so like, yeah, in a large area right here. Like, you can kind of see this area. Like, we have a really large area rotation. I think that's what's been causing the debris. Like, we have a really large area of rotation here that's causing a lot of wind damage, I think. I don't think it's actually a condensed tornado. Just basically have like a little mini hurricane here, probably like 100+ mile-an-hour winds in a very large circle that's like probably several miles wide. But if this tightens up more, it could become much stronger. But you can clearly see where we got the reds here and the greens here. And that's what Patrick, he's chasing this thing. He's trying to go into it. He could probably drive into this thing. You know, it's probably going to be really windy and blasty, but he should be good in his car, hopefully.
Office of Emergency Management.
This is in the, well, it's not quite in Nebraska. It's still in Colorado. It's northeast of Colorado. There's a bunch of farms and stuff out here. Trying to see our, it's north of Yuma and Otis.
You guys gotta go faster than this.
There's a lot of farms out here. All these little green circles. There's a bunch of farms out here in northeast Colorado.
Welcome to the party, Neil.
It's like directly north of Otis and Yuma in Colorado.
You're hot on it.
So right here, Yuma County Dispatch relayed a report of a tornado looking to the W&W of this location. Was not sure if it was in Yuma or in Washington County. This is basically one of those little Texas mini hurricanes is what we're dealing with right now. But it could tighten up and be like a, you know, it could end up being a really strong, tightly wrapped tornado. But right now you can see our velocities are in a big, huge area. Like, this is multiple miles wide of rotation here. It's just north of Yuma. And it looks like this thing's going to be probably doing some damage to some of these crops here, sadly. But we also have a humongous hail core up here, too. So it looks like the hail core, our rotation's back here and the hail core is right in front of it. So, I mean, this thing, you're going to see a whole bunch of hail, then the winds are just going to be absolutely blasting behind the hail. Kind of looks like the hail's kind of wrapping around it, too. But yeah, our big area of rotation's like right in here. Holy smokes. Yeah, look at this latest scan. It's a really large area of rotation again.
Okay, tornado's this way.
Let me actually pull it up on Google Maps. I know we might have some people in northeastern Colorado out here that might want to know the exact location of this thing. But yeah, this is confirmed. It's doing damage. Patrick Pinata actually drove through the damage in town there. He just drove through Otis, and he saw like a damage path of this thing coming through. So like at minimum, I think we're dealing with at least like 100-mile-an-hour winds in this circle right here.
Strong winds coming in now.
Okay, so he might be driving into the rotating circle of it.
Welcome to Yuma County.
Let me get my, okay, here's my Google Maps.
This really feels like outflow, not inflow. Maybe with RFD, I'm not really sure what's going on here. Everybody on this road must be storm chasers.
This road's called F? Is that really it? This road's called F in Colorado? Or 59. 59, okay.
Yep.
So this thing's crossing 59, the giant hail course basically on this side of 59 here. And the rotating area is right here behind it.
Inflow tail down to my south.
So basically, yeah, we're going to have like a 100-mile-an-hour area of rotation right in here, crossing 59. I'd say up to 100-mile-an-hour winds, most likely, if it's still down on the ground.
Oh, Oh, I've been. I need to get. We need to get on the podcast.
Keep an eye on what this thing does here.
We need to get on the podcast.
Looks like it might be condensing right in here. It might be getting smaller.
But I've been doing good. How have you been doing?
We have two couplets looking here. Man. Woo!
Ah, storm chaser conga line.
Looks like the rotation's in front of the hail core now.
No. Come on. You guys gotta go faster than this, buddy. What are you doing?
This is Yuma, Colorado.
Come on.
It's heading towards Nebraska. Right here, there's Denver. This is northeast Colorado right here, and we're heading into Nebraska here. Anybody that's just popping in here, I'm gonna go ahead and show you where our tornado threat is for the day, so you guys kind of have an idea of what we're dealing with. So we got a 2% chance of tornadoes in this green area here today. So basically, we're at the start of the 2% risk where this storm is right now. Yeah, see, he's in the nastiness right now. There's all kinds of crazy stuff happening in that storm right now. I'm not even really safe to say. I can't really give you an exact thing that this thing's doing right now because we could have a tornado on the ground right here. There could be one right here. Looks like 2 areas of rotation now. It was just one big one here a couple scans ago. Yeah, we have 2. Looks like 3 pockets of velocity right here now. I think it's going through some big changes right now, so we just got to keep a close eye on the storm. I mean, it just looks like a mess. I mean, the velocities are all over the place. And yeah, Yuma County Dispatch did have a report of this thing being on the ground, but I mean, I can tell you minimum, there was places that were probably seeing 100-mile-an-hour gusts of wind out here. Let's take a look at a 3D view again now that the radar is working again.
North of us. Look at that green sky.
The tornadoes would be basically coming down from these things right here.
Alright, we're gonna have to punch forward to Eckley.
These 3D views are looking really weird still. I don't know why they're just perfectly flat like this across, but we still have the echo tops popping out here. It's kind of interesting looking, but there's just something a little fishy going on with the radar data today, okay guys? Something fishy happening here. So yeah, you can see where our velocities are really matching up right here.
Solid move.
And this 3D scan is actually from a few scans back, right? So we're looking at what the inside of this storm was doing a couple minutes ago.
Right. We're at Eckley. Tornadoes due north.
So this scan's still from when it was like one big large rotation,
moving south.
basically right in here. But now it looks like it's split up into 3 different rotations, 2 to 3.
We're in the town of Yuma, Colorado. Got a tornado due north of us.
Yeah, it's just a big old mess right here. All I can say is if you're in front of this right here, you want to be in shelter just to be safe. So if you're in Eckley, anything north of it, and we got a lot of crops and fields up here, you guys want to be like in your innermost room away from windows, go in a bathroom where there's no windows or something like that, just to be safe, because I don't know what this storm's going to do next.
Directly north of us, actually.
Because it looks like we have a really tight, stronger couplet right here now, just north of Yuma. And this entire storm's just going through a whole bunch of changes right now.
The tornado sirens? We don't have tornado sirens yet.
And yeah, we did have a dispatch confirm there was a tornado on the ground here recently. So
yeah, I can't see the tornado.
Patrick Canada is the closest chaser to this mess of rotations, I could say. I don't know if I can say an exact area of a tornado at the moment, but if I tilt the radar up, let's see what height we're at. Okay, so this is at 6,000 feet right now. We'll tilt the radar up a little bit more. It's at 9,000 feet. So this is at 13,000 feet. We can kind of see where it, yeah, this This southern one's really kind of got itself together right here. So it's got a really tight rotation that's really strong at 13,000 feet still. And we got the second one too as well. But yeah, down at 6,000 feet, it's looking really sloppy still, right? It may have lifted up. It might be dropping something else right here. It's hard to say. But yeah, if you're anywhere in this tornado warning, definitely take shelter. Now, I'm going to extend the tornado warning a little bit more south because we do have a strong velocity couplet down here. And it's coming towards Eckley, and it's almost on top of Yuma, the town itself. Holy crap, Yuma's big. No, Andrea, Taffy, and Eric, how you guys doing? Welcome stream. We're in northeast Colorado right now. We're in a really big farmland area, heading towards Nebraska. We have a confirmed tornado on the ground out here, just north of Yuma.
Sweet. We cleared it.
But things are really going through some changes here. This is just a big, nasty storm with absolutely massive hail. Regardless, so basically, if you're in front of this, expect anywhere from 160 to 100 mile an hour wind speeds and lots of hail. Looks like they just dropped the tornado warning on it.
I don't have it anymore.
But you're still in the threat area if you're basically in here. Let's see what our severe warning has on it. So it says 2-inch hail and 60 mile an hour wind gusts, but
yeah, I know.
we'll see what happens here. This thing might get rewarned.
I need to get north. I'm gonna try to get in front of the storm.
Yeah, back here we had like a really large area of rotation about 10 minutes ago.
I need to get to Eckley.
It really had itself together here. We had like a large area, a couple miles wide of widespread high velocity winds spinning. But now it's kind of gotten really sloppy, so we'll see what it does here in the future. Kansas City, Missouri. No, it's heading into Nebraska. You should be good in Kansas City, Missouri. Yeah, this should come north of Kansas.
Dude, get off the road, jackass.
I mean, we do have a couple storms down here that's going to be coming into Kansas, but nothing too wild. I don't think our tornado threat's in Kansas at all today. Let me pull that back up again. I mean, just a very little tip of Kansas is in it. Let me refresh to see if they updated it again. Nope, it's still a 2%. We did have a 5% chance, but yeah, just for general thunderstorms, like everybody's supposed to see some rain today, pretty much. Pretty much in the middle or eastern United States, you're probably going to see some rain today. It's rained here multiple times, so. But our tornado threat's in a really small area here. Just right in here. North, South Dakota, and Nebraska. Okay. Patrick's heading into something there. He's acting like the wind's picking up. There's really no trees or bushes to get blown around out there. We do have a pretty tight little couplet right here by Eckley. And we got another low velocity couplet right here. I'm surprised they dropped the tornado warning on it, to be honest. We might see something else out of this very soon. It's a big old mess. But I mean, we got a lot of strong winds out here. Yeah, that's our two areas that are concerning right now. It's like a little something here too. A little tiny velocity couplet up front there.
Hang on. We got something.
Patrick says we got something. What's he looking at?
Okay. Moving rain bands.
Yeah, Eric, I thought, yeah, this is in northeast Colorado still, heading into Nebraska. Welcome to Stream Peril, Cat and Brandon. Everybody's asking where it's at.
We got something.
Yeah, if I don't catch it right away, St. Louis Weather Club, tell them where I'm at. I'm going to work on a interface UI for this stream eventually, where it's going to basically, hopefully it'll show you exactly where I'm at in the radar. Because, you know, you zoom out, you can clearly see this is Colorado here, then we got Nebraska here. But yeah, we're in a very farm populated area near Yuma and Eckley right now. We also have We have a tornado warning up here. Holy smokes. Holy smokes. Look at this mess here. We got a big blast inflow happening right now. Look at the end right here. I mean, this thing is just sucking wind in like crazy right now. Holy smokes. This thing might try to do something nasty again here soon. We're going to keep an eye on it. This is just a big, scary looking storm. I mean, this thing is a monster, too.
Holy cow.
Patrick said, holy cow, then his stream lagged.
Holy cow.
What's going on out there, Patrick? I hope he's okay. Well, yeah, let me go back up to North Dakota real quick. So, yeah, we still have a tornado warning here. This one's almost to Inkster. It already passed through Fordville. So, it looks like Fordville made it through this without seeing a tornado, thankfully. It's looking really broad here. I don't think this is close to dropping a tornado again, but it is heading into Inkster, North Dakota. This storm here, we're all the way up on the western end of North Dakota here.
I've never seen anything.
Storm's heading towards Grand Forks here in North Dakota.
Is it the ghost train?
Yeah, see.
Looking at a condensed ghost train. Yeah, this is the ghost train.
He's calling it a ghost train. He's looking at all the inflow we see on radar.
Guys, we're about to punch right through the ghost train.
I mean, you can see all that inflow. This is what he's talking about, the ghost train. I mean, it's just blasting through here right now.
I have never seen a ghost train this well defined before, guys. This is amazing.
You can see it on the radar, too.
Like this before. No, that's not a ghost train. That's Outflow. I'm not sure what that is. It's the craziest looking thing I've ever seen. This is truly wild. Let me drop the exposure on the camera lens so you guys can see what I'm talking about. Look at that.
I don't trust the storm. Just put it that way. I'm going to keep an eye on it, see what it does.
I believe that is wrapping into the storm.
Looked like it dumped a lot of its hail, but we still have a pretty good sized hail core there.
That is the prettiest thing I've ever seen. I have no idea.
No, Deborah, this isn't a storm that just left Texas. This one's basically, it formed over here in Colorado. All of our storms kind of like formed up here in Nebraska or Denver area, and they're moving northeast towards Nebraska. Our tornado threat today, let me go ahead and pull that up again since we got some new people in here. Basically, we're watching this area here today. We have 2% chance for tornadoes here, northeast Colorado, a lot of Nebraska, and basically the western sides of North and South Dakota. So we're watching these areas for tornadoes right now. Now Texas still has flash flood warnings and stuff going on, I believe. Let me pull that down. So yeah, we still have 3 flash flood warnings down in Texas, in El Paso, Milam, Schleicher, or in Sutton County. I don't know if I said that right, but yeah, we do have some flash flood warnings down in Texas. I don't think we have any severe warnings in Texas though. Nope.
Adulting is hard, Thundermelon. I don't know what that is, genuinely. I don't think I've seen anything like that. But that looks like maybe there's a maybe you know what that is? I think there might be a fire or a factory or something over there.
Holy smokes! What's going on here?
And that's getting sucked into the storm.
This is very concerning looking, guys. I don't know exactly what we're seeing. I mean, clearly he's chasing the storm right now, but we're just gonna keep an eye on it and see what it does. I mean, it's picking up some crazy stuff here. I don't know how valid this information is, but basically the radar's telling me it's rotating from 6,000 feet up to 28,000 feet right in this location. This could be bad information, but and we're also we're in between 2 hail cores right here, so we're just going to keep an eye on it and see what this thing does so we can actually see what this thing's actually doing. But there's just a lot of motion in this storm right now. Lots of motion, lots of hail. It's really hard to say exactly what's going on. We know we did have a tornado on the ground back here.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Back at Yuma County here, about 10 minutes ago. Yuma County Dispatch relayed a report of a tornado. Going to keep a close eye on this and see what it does. But yeah, I mean, we got a lot of hail between the radar site and this storm. A lot of hail. And this hail core is still massive down here.
Yeah, I just want to get a look.
I don't know, the radar's still looking pretty funky here. This is from a couple minutes back too.
How about that?
But basically, our reds are velocities going one way, greens are going the other way. So you can kind of see where we have a lot of rotation inside this storm here. This is also from a couple minutes back here. The storm's been doing a lot of changes here recently. I hope that's not a tornado. I really hope that's not a tornado and just some messed up stuff here. We got a new tornado warning. We got a new tornado warning, and I hope it's not what we're looking at, because I really hope that's not a tornado, because that's really strong if it's a tornado. Got a really high velocity couplet here, if that's actually what that is. Let's see where this new tornado warning pops in. Was that up there in Grand Forks? Do you know how to set up Nightbot, St. Louis? I don't know how to do it.
No.
So they dropped the tornado warning on the storm up here by Inkster. We still have another severe storm that's actually coming down through Grand Forks now. There's a little bit of rotation down here in this little end, but it don't look too wild. But it's still severe warned. I mean, we're going to see a lot of hail. Look, we got a 60-mile-an-hour wind gust, quarter-size hail coming through Grand Forks again. And we got another storm southeast of Grand Forks heading into Crookston now. Two severe warned storms coming through down there in Minnesota. Where did our new tornado warning pop up at? I do not see it yet. Hold on, let me look at Knox real quick. We have a new tornado warning on Knox. Looks like they rewarned this one. I don't know. I just heard a new tornado warning. We'll see here in a minute. Let's go back down to that. So I have to do it. Yeah. Are you in Discord, St. Louis? You are, right? You should talk to me on in there and we can get it set up. We need Nightbot to link our Discord channel. Let me do that now. If anybody wants to join our Discord, it's basically just like a big chat room. It's 100% free. If anybody wants to join up, we talk about the weather when we're not streaming. Basically, like, you know, we've been talking a lot about the flooding happening in Texas there. What happened in the last couple days. So, you know, we're always talking about it. We're watching all the storms today as they're forming up. We're always talking about the forecast and stuff. So let me go ahead and link it in chat if you guys want to join. It's 100% free. You may not have it on your phone, but you can just download it and you can hop right in, and 100% free. Just chat room that we're in, hanging out. We got all the storm chasers linked, all the weather streamers linked. You know, we got all the apps we use, all that good stuff. Let me get back down to the storm. Holy smokes, what is going on down here? What a mess. Well, Patrick's on it if anything crazy happens down here. I mean, we got a lot of upper level, like, winds going on up in this thing. 2-inch hail, 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts. Lots of big, nasty winds. Patrick's saying possible tornado here. Let's see.
Land spout tornado over here.
Land spout tornado? Did he just mute himself? He just said he's seen a land spout tornado. Patrick! Is that what you see? You guys see it down there? Down here? I don't know if he knows he muted himself. There is something on the ground happening down there. Maybe that's what we're seeing, all this mess right here. Maybe all the outflow, inflow stuff's
land spout tornado
smashing the ground, or land spout. So we do have something going on here.
Holy shit.
So that's what you're looking at. All this mess right here is what we're seeing on the screen.
That is crazy. We're crossing, land spout tornado crossing the road. That is wild. Woo!
That is nuts. Holy crap. See, we're not seeing things. Something's actually happening in all this mess here by That's a big old mess of velocities in there. You can see all that dust and dirt getting kicked up down there. All along the road. I mean, that thing's stretched out.
Look at that. It's rotating. Right there. That's incredible.
I'm so glad Patrick's out here. Holy smokes. He's got a good deal on this mess.
We got it. There's the funnel right there. See it?
I can't really see it. Can you guys see it?
Amazing.
I mean, I see the dust on the ground.
Woo.
Is he talking about that right here? Coming down right through here.
Land spout tornado. Look at it go. Well, it wasn't the tornado I wanted, but it is a tornado. We'll take it.
All right, buddy.
All right, let's get back on it.
You have to go around 6:30. You're gonna drive right into it.
That's incredible.
I don't know where exactly this land spout's at. Here, somewhere in here.
I've been closer to a land spout before. Oh, there's another one right over there. New land spout. Are you kidding me? This guy got land spouts for days.
Yeah, I
guess
mean,
that would be our, what, third
it's a big
tornado
old
today?
mass of velocity couplets. I mean, we got them all over the
We
place
got
here.
another one up there. Another land spout. Right up on the hill.
Oh, that is awesome. I see that one.
Still going. Still cooking. We got another land spout up on the hill. Yeah, we're kind of on the gust front right now. I got a bunch of little
Got a new tornado warning. I don't know if they're tornado warning this land spout or what. There are all kinds of wild storm stuff happening out of this storm here. And it looks like it dropped a lot of its hail. The hail core is getting much smaller. It's just north of Ackley right now. I don't know if we're going to see another tornado out of this thing.
Oh, there she goes.
Holy smokes, that is such a good view. Yeah, anybody just hopping in here, we're basically watching the tornado threat in this area tonight. We have a 2% chance of tornadoes here.
Outflow boundary headed into Kansas. I mean, it's what you get in this environment. Lots of man, we had some land spouts in Fort Morgan. We had some, or in Sterling. We had some land spouts out here. Hot damn. All right, let's say ahead of the storm. Which, speaking of, we might as well take a look at our storm.
Yeah, this storm's really close to like the tri-state border. It's just slightly north of it. Kansas here, Colorado, and Nebraska.
All right, back in the Storm Chaser conga line. Oh, damn it. Another land spout right over there.
Another one?
Land spouts for days, guys.
Oh, I see it now.
You want land spouts? We got land spouts. Technically a tornado.
I mean, these land spouts are like basically
Yeah, I see it.
south of the severe part of the storm, too. I am so glad I can finally get a view of this up front, you know. I mean, you see these land spouts on the radar a lot on the NROT, but you can't really see them on the velocities. Well, I mean, that's what it looks like, a big mess in the velocities, right?
Right over there, we got land spout tornado in view right now.
That is nuts. It's right out in the middle of nowhere, too, so he's got, like, perfect views on
We got
this.
some more rotation, like, right behind
This is amazing. Absolutely amazing, guys.
day. I guess it's land spout day today.
Land spout day.
Yeah, I saw that fire earlier. I wasn't sure if that was a lightning strike fire or if that was like an oil fire. I'm not sure what that was. That had a sudden wind shift.
Yeah, a really tight little couplet right there.
Yeah.
It's looking a little more concerning there.
Circulation over there is picking back up again.
Anybody just tuning in, we're looking at a big monster storm here.
Hey, Evan.
It produced a tornado a while ago. We got a whole bunch of land spouts popping down all over the place here, right in between the tri-state area of Kansas, Colorado, and Nebraska.
It's probably going to come back down
Some
again.
really heavily farmed areas. Just got a lot of velocities here. We're watching Patrick Pinata, and he's getting an absolute perfect view of these storms.
If for some reason you're
We've seen like 4 or 5 different land spouts in just the last 5 minutes. In the area of threat today,
Make sure to go subscribe. Also, all my other weather streamers.
this is where we're watching right here.
Metalhead.
But these land spouts are right down in here. But this whole green area, we have a 2% chance of tornadoes right now. So I believe we have another tornado warning. Yeah, let's go back up to South Dakota, because we actually have a tornado warning in South Dakota I need to go check out.
Yeah. Boy, there's There's a crazy.
Let's go to our tornado warning in South Dakota.
Hold on. Let me get out of Ray for. There's a crazy strong winds blowing over that way, but I don't know if you guys can see it.
Yeah, so this is Six Falls radar.
Look like a wall. No, that is a wall cloud.
So we have a area of rotation right here passing through Utica right now in South Dakota, heading towards Yankton. So you guys want to get in your safe spots if you're in front of this storm here. Got a pocket of rotation, and it is tornado warning. It's coming your way. Holy storms, guys! Look how many storms we have out here now.
You'll see it.
There's tons and tons of storms for days out here in Nebraska and South Dakota now. Things are popping up like wildfires out here.
Over there. Yeah,
we have a big old monster supercell right here.
I unfortunately. Have you ever been to Ray?
It's got some pretty good shape to it here.
Here, I'll tell you what. Let me put my wide-angle lens on.
See if we can see the rotation on this thing here.
Until we get out of the city proper. And we're kind of just stuck here in between these.
Yeah, you can see where this thing's trying to form a tornado. You can see our reds and greens. You can kind of see how it's pushing down through in here. It's trying to drop a tornado in that area here. You can see our velocity coming down the bottom. So this thing's trying to drop a tornado in this area right in here. We'll see if it does it, but they just now tornado warned this thing. Said it's in Utica heading southeast towards Yankton here in South Dakota. Big old monster storm regardless. I mean, even if it's not dropping a tornado, we still have 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts, ping pong ball size hail. So this thing's a beast regardless. This is a big nasty storm.
Yeah, I see some really fast moving.
We got multiple pockets of rotation here. Look at this. It's trying to do something here too.
Up there.
We got areas of rotation all over the place in these storms. I wonder why they downgraded the threat for today, because it's looking pretty wild. Looking pretty wild still. Yeah, earlier we were discussing what happened out in Texas. Basically, you know how we had a big, nasty flash flood situation happening in Texas a couple days ago, and you know, the system really just doesn't. We don't have a way to warn people. Like our tornado warnings, people get Amber Alerts in their phones. You know, and like we have these flash flood warnings happening all the time, basically. And what National Weather needs to do is they basically need to set it up to where, you know, people are getting alerted on their phones when we have flash flood warnings in areas where we know it's going to be dangerous. Because I was kind of piecing it all together and, you know, trying to figure out why we had such a horrible flooding situation down in Texas. And it was basically between a drought, you know, the type of ground that we have there, and then obviously a lot of rainfall. But basically, you know, from what I was researching is, when you have an area that's been under drought for years and years and years, the ground just gets so hard and compacted to where it rains, it just can't soak it up at all. And it just basically just slides it down to the nearest river. So I feel like, you know, now with the AI that we got these days, we should be able to have something to basically check the droughted areas and also connect. We actually have a website, a government website that has like topsoil and all the ground types all throughout the country. I mean, we should be able to have an AI that basically reads the type of ground topsoil we have, and then the droughted areas, and then basically line it up with our current flash flood warnings. I feel like we should be able to come up with something that can basically send out Amber Alerts to people when they're in those areas where it can be very serious. Because I mean, you know, I know you guys probably watch Ryan Hall too, and you know he's mentioned it before that flash floods is the leading cause of deaths from severe weather in America. It's not tornadoes, because, I mean, you've seen how it happened a couple days ago in Texas. You know, it's just like nobody knew about it. None of the weather streamers were on for it. Like it came out of nowhere. It's like, yeah, we got flash flood warnings. We always have them. So I'm hoping in the near future. I'm hoping Ryan Hall does it, to be honest. I'm hoping he's the big money man. He's making weather-wise really good. I'm hoping he can set something up with AI to basically, detect heavily droughted areas that have flash floods, so we can hopefully prevent this in the future and save lives. Because, man, it's sad, because I'm pretty sure our death toll is going to go up over 100 by the time they can't find all the rest of the missing people down in Texas, sadly. But we'll see what happens here. This thing's still tornado warned down here. Got a good area of rotation here. Looks like it's kind of changing its direction a little bit.
Yeah, bolts down left and right.
Is my chat not working? I haven't heard anybody say anything in chat in forever. We've got a lot of people here. Last thing I heard somebody say is St. Louis Weather Club. I think it's still working. Everybody's been so quiet. Yeah, nobody's talking though. Anybody concerned about weather in your area, you can type in your city and state in chat if you want me to check it out for you. Okay, it's working. Hey Larry, how you doing, distance dancer? Welcome to the stream. We got so many people here, nobody's talking to me. It's working, it's working. I see people talking now. I didn't know if it was broken. Hey, Debbie, welcome to the stream. So right now we're monitoring several storms right now. We're basically looking at Nebraska, North, South Dakota in this area, and down through here through northeastern Colorado. We have a small tornado threat today. Let me go ahead and pull it up again real quick. Where did it go? I just had it popped up. So yeah, we have a large area of a 2% threat of tornadoes here today. So this is basically what we're tracking, and I'm kind of talking about what happened, a couple days ago in Texas, and we've been watching some of those videos too. I can pull that back up. We were watching it a little bit ago. Actually, we have this one here too. We can watch this one again real quick. This is actually like a time lapse of 37 minutes down in Texas when this river flooded. Like, I mean, it's insane. Yeah, it's shocking video shows how quickly the Texas floodwaters rose over 20 feet in as little as 37 minutes. Absolutely nuts what happened here. Like, just like comparing, like, from here, that's how far the river was from the road, and then it's just unreal. And all this happened because this area was under such a severe drought. 6-3-3-3-4 for tomorrow. Omaha. Let's look at Omaha. I mean, we have storms coming in your area tonight. Most of the storms are still back here in northeastern Colorado, but they're coming over into Nebraska now. We got a storm here by Grand Island. We got a whole bunch of nasty storms out here. Dude, I can't believe I forgot where Omaha is. Hold on. can't say I really never knew. That's just unreal how high the water came up there. I can't believe it made it up all the way on top of that bridge. Yeah. I mean, we got a couple storms that might head into your way later on. But right now, most of everything is north of Omaha right now.
All right, we're gonna stay with this.
But we do have this storm back here. It might get much bigger, so we're going to keep an eye on that. So, yeah, I'd say definitely be weather-wise today in Omaha. Just keep your phone nearby or pop in the stream whenever you want. But, like, right now, nothing is, like, huge that's coming towards Omaha right at the moment. But we may see some severe weather there later on today. But most of it's north of you at the moment. Like, we have a tornado warning storm here by Utica and Yankton right now. Got a big area rotation right here. So we're keeping an eye on that at the moment. I'm going to have to actually look at a different radar for that. Yeah, we got more storms forming up heading your way, though. Oh, in Alaska, Texas. Man, chat's just popping off like crazy now. It's like, where is everybody? Now everybody's at once. Alright. Oh, in Alaska, Texas. Let me check that out for you. So we do, we have a couple flash flood warnings down in Texas still, but, let me actually pop this one down in Texas again. That's way out in El Paso.
Sitting up here waiting for storm chasers to rip through.
So our only flash flood warning in Texas right now is in Rockdale, Minerva, Sharp, Cameron, and that's in, what counties is this in here? Milam County in Texas. That's where our one flash flood warning is. I do not know how bad the drought is in that area, so it's like, you know, like I say, they pop out these flash flood warnings like candy, right? So that's really hard to say how serious of a flash flood warning it's going to be, but it's obviously been raining there a lot today. So they do have the flash flood warning. How you doing, Kathleen? Let me actually pull up the area you're talking about,
I don't
though.
see it anymore, guys.
When it comes to rain, though, like, I mean, we're expected to see a lot of rain today, pretty much all over the United States. Let me pull this one back up again real quick. So our tornado threat's just in this area here. But as for rain, though, like we're supposed to see, like, this is our thunderstorms for today. So pretty much anywhere in the east and middle of the United States, we're probably going to see some form of rain or thunderstorms today. So, but yeah, our tornado threat's only supposed to be up north here in the Dakotas and Nebraska. In Omaha, you're out of it, though. So the chances of seeing a tornado in Omaha is very low today. But you definitely can see some rain. Greenville, North Carolina. There's Greenville, New York. See if I can find it. There's Greenville, North Carolina. Well, let me pop Patrick back up again. He's still out there. He's getting out of his car looking at something.
I don't have any. It's not down anymore, guys. I think it's cooked. Yeah, it's cooked.
So he's still on those storms that were just tornado warned. That is a really pretty view.
All right, what do we have here?
Looking pretty good in Greenville. Hey, there's a couple storms up by Greensboro, but not Greenville. Oh no, you guys might see some rain later on in Greenville. Looks like we have a bunch of storms forming out here, though. South Carolina. We'll see what happens.
Our land spout's lifted.
No tornado threat in North South Carolina today, though. Just a whole bunch of baby little thunderstorms all over the place out here, though, at the moment.
El Ruco.
Bowling Green, Missouri.
Well, that was an exciting day. We had, the real question is, was that one?
Oh, they just dropped that last flash flood warning here in Texas. That's good news. So it's like Texas finally done with the flash floods.
Was it really?
Well, still El Paso. El Paso still has a flash flood warning. That's way over here, though. That's over by EM's house. El Paso's way out here. That is a really tiny flash flood warning, my goodness. I mean, it's pure desert after El Paso, though, for a long time.
Damn, I didn't realize I chased that thing that far.
Not even sure what's flash flood warned. The storms are back here. Alright.
Oh yeah, I destroyed.
So one last flash flood warning in the very tip of
eyes on it again.
Texas.
It's down. Alright, we're back on it.
We are up to date right here, right?
I may need to drop a little bit further south to get it.
He's saying he's seeing another land spout. Let's go back to where he is on the radar.
No, I just spotted another noodle down here.
You just saw another noodle.
Looking at it from this side of
yeah, this is the storm that Patrick's on right here, up here in the top.
I think what I'm gonna do is when I get to Hagler, I'm gonna find a gas. I'm gonna find
Holy
a gas station
smokes!
and
Look
just
at
ride it
this.
out
What the heck?
Call it a day.
Oh my goodness.
Unless that land spout comes
So our
back
last
down
tornado was back here, all the way back here. Just north of Yuma. That's when we had a tornado on the ground. Well, look at all this rotation inside this storm. I mean, there's not even any severeness down here hardly at all, but like just picking up all kinds of velocities down here.
I'm probably just gonna ride
Getting all kinds of 60, 70 mile an hour wind reports too.
I mean, look.
What a mess. This storm is absolutely nuts.
Tornadoes to get in one day.
And we do actually have a tornado warning still. Back up in South Dakota. Let's check that one out again real quick. Hey, EM, we were just looking at El Paso, and I thought of you.
It is still down.
Mark, I was going to check out Bowling Green for Mark, too. Hold on a second. See what's going on in Bowling Green today. Bowling Green, Missouri. Man, there's a lot of Bowling Greens. Okay, so you're right on the border there with Illinois. Oh, Patrick's freezing up. Looks like most of the rain's south of you right now. I mean, there's all kinds of scattered showers down there, but I don't know if anything's going to make it up to Bowling Green. I mean, you definitely have a chance for rain today, but nothing too wild looking out there. I mean, just zooming out, like, look, I mean, we just have scattered showers all over the United States, so looks like most people are going to get some rain at some point today. But I don't see anything big coming towards Bowling Green and Missouri right now. Even these showers are looking like they're going to go north of you here. We haven't looked at our tornado warning for a minute, so we should probably go look at that. So we do have an actual tornado warning up here in South Dakota.
For you, there was just a big explosion
YouTube died.
on the Gaza feed. So I'll replay that shortly.
Oh no. Patrick Pinata just died. His stream did. He disconnected completely. Yeah, we still got a big area of rotation right here in a tornado warning by Yankton and Utica here in South Dakota. It's really close to the border of Nebraska. The storm looks like it's kind of going south. This is really odd what's going on right here. Yeah, we still have a big area, a couplet of rotation right here by Yankton and Mission Hill. I mean, this storm is absolutely massive too. Holy smokes. Let's look at a 3D view of this thing. Yeah, this is just a monster of a storm. My goodness. Hey, Travis C., how you doing? I don't think we have a tornado on the ground right now, but we do have a tornado warning here in South Dakota in Yankton County. Trying to get a better look at this thing. See if we can see the rotation couplet inside this. So that looks like where it's trying to drop the tornado, right in here. And this is in South Dakota right here, near Yankton and Mission Hill. And this thing is completely rain wrapped. So if you're in Yankton, you definitely want to be in your shelter. Get away from your windows, innermost room. If you got a bathroom in the middle of the house with no windows, you definitely want to be there, because we got a tornado warning storm coming right through Yankton and Mission Hill area right now. It is still warned. It is looking pretty strong still, and it's just a large, mean-looking storm. A lot of rotation here. I think that's where our couplet is right here. If it's going to touch down, it's most likely going to be right in this area right here, if it hasn't yet already. But yeah, this thing's been tornado warned for about 10 minutes now, and it's still looking pretty strong. Now that's our only tornado warning right now, but we saw a bunch of land spouts. Have some wood to live under for a bit. Oh. I mean, it's a big storm. I mean, look how big these storms have gotten. It's actually nuts what's going on out here in basically South Dakota, Nebraska area. It's just these storms have gotten huge. I mean, regardless, we're getting like 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts, quarter-size hail regardless on most of these storms. So it's going to be a lot of nasty winds and storms coming through in these areas. No, Our tornado warning is inside this purple polygon right here. This is where the strongest area of rotation is, right in here. Just on the northeast tip of Yankton. So it's like right outside of town where it's really rotating good. I hope this thing ain't dropping down, because it's really close to Yankton right now. I mean, this storm is just a monster. I mean, this storm is so big. It's covering such a large area here. That's just a massive storm. I mean, it's just multiple storms all mushed together. That's just a lot of severe power in here. But yeah, we're just looking at a 3D view. If it were to drop, it'd be right down in here. Phoenix? Looks like it's picking up a little bit here too. The velocity's picking up just a hair. This is just such a mess today, man. These storms are just nasty, that's for sure. So it's been a pretty wild day. Aaron, where are you at? Are you near these storms?
Dew point, humidity, wind speed, wind direction, all that good stuff, barometric pressure. So when we get
they just dropped the tornado warning on this. It's still got a pretty large area of rotation here, but they dropped the tornado warning. I mean, everything in this storm, I mean, we got areas of rotation all over in these storms here. It's nuts.
Apparently I give the Shrike horse girl energy. I'm terrified of horses.
Holy crap.
Oh, wow, here comes some outflow. All right, I'm going to drop down to...
I'm not terrified of horses.
I think I'm going to drop down
Where is Freddie McKinney right now?
I'm going to drop down that road.
So he's in Brunswick, Nebraska.
I'm going to hop down to 20 here.
You see exactly where Brunswick is.
What?
I don't know.
I'll check Phoenix here in just a minute. I just want to see where Freddie McKinney is.
I don't know. What's a bunkin?
I don't know.
Is Brandon...
Brunswick, Nebraska.
No, he's...
Wait, does that say Emmy or Emmy?
He's in Ohio? Yeah, I think he's in Ohio right now.
Brunswick.
I think he's going to be coming back out here soon,
Nebraska.
though, which will be nice.
I have to deal with Brandon.
We miss Brandon.
Oh yeah, that's what I meant.
Okay, so yeah, he's really close to these storms here.
I know
So if we have any tornadoes out of this storm, he's probably most likely going to jump on it, since he's in Brunswick.
Like, they went to Colorado, and we were over there and decided to come up here. So we kind of just switched.
Yeah, these are monster storms. My goodness.
South up here somewhere?
I mean, our tornado threat doesn't look too bad at the moment, but I mean, everything's rotating, right? It's just, we just got, it's just such a big mess of storms, right? Hopefully we don't see too many more tornado warnings out of this. But they're severing them up like crazy. Like 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts, quarter-size hail just popped up. So we got another severe. They just severed this area here, so.
Hey, Structure King, do you have any ideas?
At the moment, I'm kind of thinking we're
Yeah, let me go to Phoenix.
81 and then we're going south.
As in, what does that mean? Whoa!
What?
I just barely missed that squirrel, bro. That squirrel was dead.
Nothing's happening in Phoenix. Is there like a windstorm or dust storm happening there right now? There's like no rain in Phoenix.
No, I didn't kill the squirrel. I missed the squirrel. Whoa! Yeah, there's a little lake down here.
I don't see anything happening in Phoenix right now.
I saw him at the last second, and I did a little.
Let me pull up Knox real quick. Or
He was lined up perfectly with my left tire, so. But anyway. Huh?
Switch to the composite and check out Phoenix.
Looking pretty good, but it's getting all gobbled up with everything.
Well,
so.
yeah, I wish I was up there on that because I think it dropped the tornado. It looked really good.
I think so. It had a hook on it.
Had a nice hook. Tight
I'm not sure what setting it
I
is
bet that
for
dropped the tornado, but I knew that thing was not going to last that long. Just
the
by
dust
looking at
storms.
it. It was not going to last that long.
Yeah, it's mostly
That's
clear.
why I did not go after it.
I could have sworn I seen dust storms though with Ryan Hall's radar app.
That's why I dipped on it.
I always forget the name of it.
But I was like, okay, if that
Still rotating pretty good here. They dropped the tornado warning, but I mean, I'm still seeing multiple areas like where we have little couplets of rotation here. Right by Irene.
Huh? The low level jet is increasing as the evening
I mean, there's
goes
just
on,
tons
so
of rotation
I am wondering
everywhere
if
in
there's
these
a chance
storms.
at some point one of these cells
I don't trust these storms at all right now. It's looking wild. So we got a little area rotation here. That's all over.
You talking the one up there by O'Neill? Kind of heading toward O'Neill?
A rotation there by Springfield.
Yeah, the one up
Yeah, these storms are just rotating all over the place, and they're big old storms.
well, south of Spencer.
Yep, back up the Spencer. Yeah, I'm in good position for that one.
There's no tornadoes in Phoenix, buddy. It's
I'm heading down the Highway 20.
It's not even raining.
Make my decision if I'm going to abandon the storms that I'm on right now or go after the western one.
There's rotations everywhere.
In that one, although I am also noticing there is.
Aaron, where are you at again? I don't know if I hear you say.
So maybe I should take a look at that.
Ewing, Nebraska. Okay.
Well, I don't know.
Let's see exactly where Aaron is so we can get an eye on this.
That looks a little weird to me. No, it's in a radar hole. Big time radar hole.
Highway 81. I would just take
I don't know. It's a little tough.
Freddie's down here in Brunswick. He's not quite into the thick of this storm, but it's looking wild up there, right? Ewing, Nebraska. How's it looking right now, Aaron? Is it really windy? Are you guys getting any hail or wind right now?
Thank you for sharing that, Charlie.
Thanks, Charlie.
That's wild, bro. That's wild.
This is nuts. I can't believe how much rotation we got all over the place.
2,500?
This is just such a big old mess of storms.
45 to 55.
Wow. Dad, we got 2.5 thousand votes. Votes on our poll, yeah, about which tornado is the better tornado. Between the South Dakota one and the, what is going on here, bro?
The Nebraska one.
Yeah, the South Dakota one and the Nebraska one, so I don't know.
How you doing, human life giver? Welcome to the stream.
Volunteer firefighter. Did he really? What did he vote?
The wind just completely stopped. I don't know why it's pulling up over here. So you had some big nasty winds for a while, and it's chilled out.
I don't believe any of them actually existed.
You know what? That's fair. That's fair. I like that.
So you're okay. Oh, you're not far from Freddie. He's in Brunswick.
For your sake, I agree. So. For your sake, I tend to agree there. Okay, I gotta figure this out. Do I keep up with the storms that I'm on right now, or do I go west after? I don't think that west one.
I think I can see. There's Ewing. Okay. So it just passed through you.
I know, it doesn't.
Holy smokes, look at all these rotations, guys. This is nuts.
I can shoot back west.
Everything's rotating out here.
Then I'm kind of just leaving them for good, you know? So maybe I'll stay on these for now.
Hopefully we don't see any more tornado warnings, because everything is just rotating all over the place today. We do have a lot of severe warnings, though.
It seems like they're tracking
Gatesville, Texas.
south, and then they're tracking east, and then
Our only warning in Texas right now, last I checked, was in El Paso. Yeah, we don't have anything to worry about in Texas right now, thankfully. For some reason, there's a flash flood warning down there in El Paso, even though there's no rainstorms on top of it.
Yeah, we got some good, like, 2 inches on there.
I mean, we do have some rain throughout Texas, but nothing really to worry about.
There wasn't enough falling that the windshield became a problem, but I guarantee you some of those people lost.
Let me pull up Gatesville, see what's going on there. Make sure you're not in one of those scary flash flood areas, because I know you're probably worried.
No, he did not.
Gatesville, Texas.
He did not like the hailstone.
I noticed after he took a bite, there was like some spark.
Okay, you're south of Dallas.
What?
Yeah, you have a right to be scared. I know, after what happened there the last couple days. Holy smokes.
I bet those hailstones have pesticides in them.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, I think it was the acid in it or something.
It's from the cloud seeding, you know?
They still kind of have like a whole flash flood warning area right now. But yeah, you're basically up between Waco and Dallas, so you're good. I mean, I don't see anything really coming towards you right now, but you could have rain come into your area tonight, because our forecast for rain's pretty much all over. Let me pull this up again. So we're basically dealing with a threat of tornadoes in this area right here, North South Dakota and Nebraska. That's what we're dealing with for the tornado threat today, but just general rain, thunderstorms today. Like pretty much all of Texas is in it. Pretty much most of eastern United States. Like pretty much everybody has a chance of seeing some rain today.
Yeah, they came up to the fence.
But yeah, the worst of it's up in here, with our tornado threat being up here. Yeah.
I'm very jealous.
So you may see some rain up there today in Gatesville. We'll see. Just keep an eye on the radar. Stop in whenever you want. I'm here. I don't know how much longer I'm going to be live for, but I don't think I want to shut down the stream anytime soon right now, because, I mean, we got this big old monster storm up here, and I'm just seeing a lot of rotation, so I don't want to shut down the stream and say, oh, we got a tornado warning, because, look, we have pockets of rotation all over the place in the storm.
I might lock in on that one, too, honestly. So I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'll see what Charlie thinks. I'll see what Charlie thinks.
This one's looking a little concerning here. And this one was tornado warned about 10 minutes ago.
Well,
It's isolated. It's actually
Let's go back up to North Dakota too, because we had multiple tornado warnings. We had a tornado up in North Dakota, about an hour ago.
all right. Well, I might let you go for now, just so we can talk to Charlie here, kind of see what he's thinking. But
guys, so
yeah, just
Come back up here to North Dakota to see what's going on. By
so we might join you.
Grand Forks, we had some nasty storms heading towards Grand Forks a little bit ago. Looks like the last biggest one's about to head into Grand Forks now.
If you keep your stream on, it might
Looks like all the rotation, these storms are very minimal at this point. Don't look like we have much more rotation up in North Dakota. Hopefully this is the end of the tornado threat up there for the day.
All right.
sounds good.
Catch you a little bit.
Yep. Sounds good.
Yep, our last big storm's heading into Grand Forks now.
Okay, Charlie.
But yeah, we had a couple tornadoes up in this area earlier today.
Of, Norfolk. What do you think of that cell?
Yeah, these are looking pretty much like scattered thunderstorms at this point.
Yeah.
Looks like our threat's really low up here now.
That chases us closer to my bed for the night. So, that's very appealing.
They both look pretty similar. Our Hail Mary to the west and the Norfolk storm.
Okay, well.
It's got a little bit of rotation, but nothing crazy.
The one down there, I think, just because.
That's kind of moving out of our 2% there.
Yeah. Wait, where?
Now, it looks like it's really calmed down up here in North Dakota.
Yep, just west of Madison there. So, and is this 14? Yeah, this should be it. This should be it here. Take this thing south. We got a chaser here in a Porsche, I think. Maybe a chaser. Usually that's where that's a chaser stays.
We had so many run reports on these storms coming through there in northeast Colorado.
Kate, I grew up saying
Colorado plate too. I think that's probably a chaser. So, and a Porsche is kind of wild. Huh?
Doesn't look as bad now here either.
Thank you for John and Freddie for pronouncing Norfolk correctly. People from
It's like we've lost a lot of the rotation down here in northeast Colorado, moving into Nebraska and Kansas and these areas as well. I mean, they're still pretty good sized storms, but they look a lot weaker than they did earlier.
That's a weird one. The pronunciation of the old Norfolk there is kind of weird.
Yeah, they've really lost their size. They've gotten much smaller.
A lot of people by surprise. At least we know how to pronounce a couple things correct.
Yeah.
Travis, can you tone it down just a hair, buddy? You're going crazy again.
It's not very long.
I think that should be our
I'm going to have to give you guys the Wisconsin town name pronunciation exam.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I'm good, bro.
It really just looks bad in South Dakota right now. I mean, these are big old monster storms out here.
Yep. I know I'm feeling that thing, so there's no point in me even pulling up. Rotation.
How you doing, Sneaky Golem?
Is a great storm chase.
Welcome to the stream.
I would agree, except for how much money and how expensive.
This really just looks like our only area of concern at the moment.
If you have the money, I guess,
we can make an interceptor vehicle out of the Macon.
I mean, if we want to make a very costly one, we can. How much is a Macon? Probably like 50, 60 grand or something. I don't think it's the most expensive Porsche. I think it's actually one of the cheaper ones, but there is such a thing as cheap. It's definitely not going to be as much as like a...
Want to go back and check out that video we were watching earlier. We were watching some of the stuff from the storm that... The flash flooding that happened in...
What year is this?
This?
Yes.
This car's a 21.
21?
Yeah.
Back in Texas.
Well, there's a 2022 Macon for $62,000.
Okay, so yeah, that's pretty priced.
And that's used.
That's pretty priced. You could get a brand new Toyota 4Runner for that price. So.
There's a 2024 Macon for $124,000.
Yep, that's what we're getting. That sounds like a great investment.
$33,000.
Ooh.
Oh, what?
Better.
There we go.
We lost everything.
200,000
I think we chased in a 911.
A Porsche 911.
And now we lost it again.
Tales of survival and heartbreak across large swaths of central Texas. By air, by land, rescues and recoveries continue into day 3.
We've also seen camp workers, families who are trying to clear out some of these cabins over my other shoulder.
Fox 4 reports from inside
I
the
do not have
calamity,
any radar
getting our
data
own
from that.
look today at Camp.
We do. We kind of do. Hold on. Let me pull that up again here. So this guy really explained what happened out there. Let's pull it up again. This is really the most interesting one I watched. I gotta turn off Freddy though, because he's gonna be louder than him. 1 second.
I think I can do it just with.
This evening, going through 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, midnight tonight, as a piece of that energy from central Texas and the hill country is finally coming in. Now, we've had cloud cover all day, so temperatures have not gotten really into the 90s. So there's not a tremendous amount of energy for the piece of energy coming in to feed off of, but it's already enhancing the rain showers across our area. So expect rain showers off and on, off and
Sneaky
on.
Golem, is that
through
you
the
from
evening and through to fireworks time and beyond as well.
I know a Sneaky
And
Goblin
that includes
from
you,
Salty
Galveston, where you've got
Zombies.
cloudy skies, and I expect a few drops of rain to come through off and on as we go through the evening. Look at all the folks down there on Seawall Boulevard, just having a great time on what has otherwise been in
Just so
Galveston.
happens she's from
It's been a
Canada,
hot
too.
day, and now the clouds have thickened up as the rain is approaching from the west. Pearland's 87, Sugarland's 87, Conroe's at 80. Had rain really all afternoon now. Liberty County into Chambers County. Most of this is light rain. I'm not saying to
Okay,
on
where's
the
our
Guadalupe.
All right, here it is. So this is our radar data from what happened from the floods there.
PM could be a scattered shower. And I think the model is underdoing the
I
rain
tried to
chance
get the
for
GR2
tomorrow.
radar
I'm gonna have
data,
at
but I
least
couldn't find
a
it.
30% coverage of scattered showers and maybe a thunder shower as we head into the afternoon and evening on Saturday. I'd keep the umbrella handy. I think that the short-range models are struggling right now with the very complicated atmosphere that we've got.
There it is.
So this
You can see it just rotating right in there
where
where the
12 hours as an upper-level disturbance came into the hill country and then just parked itself. It still hasn't moved. There's the upper-level low coming in overnight and early this morning, dumping the 10 to 12 inches that caused all the flooding on the Guadalupe, and the Llano River had flooding as well. The rain has let up, but there's still some isolated thunderstorms out there. That's a pretty good thunderstorm going right now. And they may have more rain to come as we head into tomorrow as well. So how did this happen? 10 to 12 inches of rain, a bullseye right there, right on the Guadalupe
Right by
watershed.
Kerrville.
So all this rain that fell here, 10 to 12 inches in that area, which just represents trillions of gallons of water, goes into the Guadalupe River and then altogether races down as a bulge. And that's what caused the rapid rise on the river, the terrifyingly rapid rise on the river, and the flooding that we had out there. And here's where the flooding is specifically from Kerrville. Here's where the bullseye of the rain was, right down through Kerrville, where they had just utter devastation at all the parks and RV parks and recreational parks along the river. And it's like that all the way down, past through north of Bernie and then to Canyon Lake. Now, Canyon Lake is not flooding. You would think that with all that rain coming down into Canyon Lake that they would have flooding on Canyon Lake, but they don't. And that is because Canyon Lake is actually in drought. It's only half full. So here's the flood map, Kerrville, past Comfort to Bernie, down to Canyon Lake. That's where the flooding is taking place.
Probably going to
It's
have to
not
send a
taking
lot of
place below
divers to Canyon Lake,
to New
sadly.
Braunfels. New Braunfels is fine, and that is, again, because Canyon Lake's in drought. It's only half full. So
Probably where a
all
lot
the
of the
water
missing
coming
people
down
are.
is filling up the lake.
I
It's
feel
not
so
going
bad
down
for their
below
parents.
the dam, down the lower Guadalupe, down below Canyon Lake, so there's no flooding down there. Now, if we were to get more heavy rain on the saturated ground, that could change, but for the moment, that's where we stand. That being said, the forecast is for more rain right in the same spot. This is 7 a.m. tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much, that's the radar data. I mean, you've seen it. I think it's right around 7 minutes where you can see how the storm just kind of like, you just kind of see it rotating around in that area there. Yeah, well, there's a good view of it. Just normal thunderstorms and tons of rain in a droughted area. Unreal. I really think we'll be able to fix this in the future with AI. Between the tracked droughted areas, you know, and all that stuff. Hopefully we can prevent what happened in Texas, or just get much better warnings out with Amber Alerts to people. Yeah. So we have 3 severe considerables right here. So these are really nasty here. We're seeing up to like 70-mile-an-hour winds in this area here. Pretty much the last of our big threat. Hopefully we don't see any more tornado warnings. It's a bit concerning looking down there, but that might be side lobe. Looking a little rotatey in here. That's near Brunswick. That's where Freddy's at.
With, you know,
see what he sees near Brunswick.
like it can, you know, it's not like a shelf cloud where it's pushed out like 15
He's really
miles
close
out
to
ahead
it.
of
He's still in Brunswick.
So I could see a world where it could.
Kind of got an inflow notch here. This could be something happening right here. He's right on top of it.
There is rotation to the northwest, oddly enough. I don't know how, but there is like a kind of a couplet there.
He's still in Brunswick.
Interesting. We don't really have a good way to see it, but that's kind of tracking. They got other cells developing too, kind of identical looking cells to the one that we were looking at. Somebody said, where was that? Spawn tornado, twisted hooks trying to spawn a tornado. Is that hail on the radar? Probably a little bit of hail in there.
Oh, I'm crooked.
Almost have enough for the Porsche poster.
Honestly, we could just take off the RAV badge, the Toyota badges off the RAV.
We should just put Porsche. Put Porsche. I'll put Rolls Royce on there. The Bugatti. Yeah, we'll see what happens here, guys. We'll see what happens.
That's our little couplet right here.
White balance is not good.
Chat, the white balances ran away. It got him. But what I want to take a look at is just kind of what the storm's doing. You can see it kind of has a bit of a hook shape.
We don't really have that many storm chasers out there today. Connor Croft's out too. See where Connor Croft is.
Got a lot of Chiefs.
Garden County,
I don't like that.
Nebraska.
Ew. Chat, what are we doing?
We're not fans of the Chiefs on this car.
Yeah.
Let's look and see where Garden County is real quick.
The Vikings, I could see that too.
Who's going to be their quarterback?
Yeah, actually, that's a good question. McCarthy? McCarthy ain't leading nobody to a Super Bowl year one, I'm sorry. Fly, Eagles fly. They're not going
Heath, right now we're looking in Nebraska and South Dakota. We just got a big clump of storms right here at the border of Nebraska and North Dakota.
I don't want them to.
We have a couple more storms down here where the tri-state border is for Nebraska, Kansas, and Colorado, but they look like they've really gotten weaker. But these storms are looking a bit stronger up here near South Dakota and Nebraska. Oh, he's way down here. He's in the wrong area. So Connor's down here, and then what's his name's up here. So they're in completely different areas.
And then of course the commanders would be my.
It looks like those storms are pretty much dying out down there. I'm gonna take a look at them again real quick, but yeah. We've got a storm chaser right here in Brunswick.
No.
Freddie McKinney, yeah. Freddie McKinney's up here in the storm in Brunswick.
Stay here, buddy.
Pull him back up. Yeah, he's still in Brunswick. We're kind of in a little radar interference band right now, but there's a good bit of rotation right there in Brunswick and Plainview.
Yeah, I don't know. Like the Bills, maybe, but they've never done anything in the past to tell me that like they can actually get over the hump. Like, what are they gonna do?
Just picking flowers.
Actually get them over the hump. Yeah, pretty much.
I don't know if I can try to see this from a different radar site. Because right now I'm connected to Six Falls. Let's go down here to Omaha real quick, see if we can see it any better. Yeah, I mean, you can still see the rotation from the Omaha radar. I mean, it's rotating, but it don't look too scary. You see how high we're seeing this from? 10,000 feet. Seen it from 10,000 feet at from Omaha. And our Six Falls radar is at about 9,000 feet. We're seeing about the same distance for both radars, except this one's got a real bad band of interference here. Oh, wow. What's going on here? It's like there could be a little downburst happening right there because there's not much of a storm here. I've seen a lot of downbursts today. Downbursts all over the place. We had Patrick Pinata on, and he was seeing all kinds of downbursts over there down by northeast Colorado. Basically like little mini baby tornadoes. I've seen all kinds of pockets of rotation, though. Pretty interesting day. Let me go check back over there on the Colorado-Nebraska border area, because we had a bunch of storms over there, but it wasn't looking too crazy over there. Still got a little bit of rotation up here. We could be having another little downburst right here by Grant and Brandon. Two little areas of rotation here. Hey, where was Connor exactly? Let me pull it up again real quick. I don't know if he's going to get an eye on any of these downbursts. There was, Travis. There was tons of downbursts earlier. I don't think you were here yet.
Charlie, how did you chat?
We seen like
oh my gosh.
We seen like 3 to 4 downbursts on the screen at once. Oh, they're just showing off their DeLorean right now.
Oh my gosh, Charlie.
Chat, we're going back in time.
Where we're going, we
What
don't
a
need
guy.
roads.
What a guy. I didn't know you had a DeLorean, Charlie. It's news to me.
Nothing too wild.
It's reserved
Just a
for
bunch
when
of
I need
scary
time
looking
travel back to
rotation.
chases that I missed.
I guess that's valid.
Hey, Sneaky, let me pull up
That's
Canada for
valid.
you. I'll check right now. Hold on. Travis is just being silly.
Yeah, I think what we're gonna
He's
do.
a goofball.
We're gonna go to Neely.
What part of Canada?
We're gonna take this guy who's riding shotgun to the Casey's in Neely. We're gonna let him do a 10-200?
Too bad. Up by
10,
Winnipeg,
200.
there's a bunch of storms.
And then from there, we're gonna figure out where we're gonna go.
Don't look too bad in Canada.
Because these cells that are behind us are
I can
basically
I
just
can connect
us.
to the Canadian
And
radars
then we
with
have those
Ryan
cells
Hall's
that are
app.
developing to our south and southwest, which are more discrete. Those look interesting as well.
You can actually see the areas of rotation in Canada now, which is pretty
west,
nice.
We do have, I mean, there's some more
Because
development off to the
my computer
west.
radar doesn't do that. Yeah, so we got a lot of storms, but I really don't see any rotation.
The good old-fashioned Nebraska storm chase.
Definitely
here,
a bunch of thunderstorms up here, though, in Canada.
You know, I prefer the oddball storm chases in Nebraska.
The oddball ones.
Yep. You know, like,
well, like the Dickens
and,
one.
Sand Hills.
Yeah, oh my gosh.
What
Chad, if I'm going to be
Oh my
completely
gosh.
honest with you guys, I think Gary is Tornado of the Year, but for me, I think Dickens is Chase of the Year, and I think Dickens is my favorite tornado chase of the year. Like that tornado, the Nebraska tornado, that's the most fun
We'll
I've
get lots
had.
of big wind reports. We have a 68 mile
Almost
per hour
ever.
wind
Like, I feel
report
like that
here
was
in
just peak. Like, I
Yankton,
just
South
released on that
Dakota. So I
chase.
mean, we're seeing
I literally
lots of
peaked.
nasty winds out of these storms regardless.
Like I was having so much fun on that chase.
Uh-huh.
The
It
only
really looks
thing
like
that
the front end
tornado
of this
hurt-
storm's really cranking here,
Yeah.
north of Vermilion.
It really
Kind of having a big blasting straight line wind threat coming
Gosh,
through
'cause
here.
The window blew out.
The window blew out, and me being me.
You guys got so close to that tornado, I had grass blowing through my computer screen.
No, when the glass blew out, something.
I see
hit
a
the
little
window
pocket of rotation
before it
right here
blew.
south of Vermilion
So
too.
I
We might see
looked in
a
the
brief
direction
spin
of
up
the
happen
window.
there.
And
Got
as
a little
I looked,
inflow
the
notch,
window
and we got a
blew.
little couplet
Chad,
there.
if you look at the video, the window's like
Yeah,
blowing
holy smokes,
out,
yeah.
and Eli just looks straight.
Possibly a little
Looking
brief touchdown
straight at
happening
the
here
window.
south of
At the windshield
Vermilion.
as it's blowing out, and then he quickly looks away from it, but it's like, bro, like that's not.
Seeing if we have a debris signature
good
on
thing
it.
you
I
were
do
wearing
not see
safety
anything.
glasses.
Oh
We
yeah,
put
I
the-
had
we
my
put our
glasses
safety
on.
glasses
Video,
on.
I can confirm. Eli was taking a face full of glass.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm surprised nothing cut me.
Yeah, I mean, I'm honestly surprised too, but you had the safety glasses on. We put them on like right before that. I got some.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of wind come out of this storm
Also,
here.
I took a hailstone to the rib cage.
70 mile an hour wind gust, quarter
My
size
window was
hail.
rolled down because I didn't want to make the popping sound because of one window.
So yeah, these
being
storms
open,
north
but
of
it was rolled
Vermilion
all
is
the way.
basically
Oh, yeah,
just
those were
flying
rolled
through
down.
here.
So I
Lots
was
and
like
lots of
leaning
wind
back to
coming
get the
out.
shot out the back
Between
window.
Sioux Falls
And
and
then I took
Vermilion.
a hailstone to the back to my rib cage.
Dude, that's gotta be. I have to find that moment on the video because I want to see that hailstone come in. Cage, yeah, that was. Oh my gosh.
Technically, I did get cut, but it wasn't on my face.
It wasn't.
It wasn't even like a cut. I had this little nick on my thumb. I
It's
don't know.
literally like I wouldn't even call it getting hurt, you know, because
yeah.
Like I would say, like getting hurt is like you actually get hurt.
I've gotten
Just
more
like a
hurt
couple
in a
nicks.
storm chase.
I cut myself the day afterward.
Yeah.
Because I was trying to like grab something.
They're
out of
still
one
in
of my
Brunswick.
bags, and I just stabbed myself with a piece of glass. Yeah.
No, I've gotten.
They've
more
been kind
hurt
of
on a
hanging out in
storm chase.
Brunswick most of the day.
Getting Fuji out of the backseat.
That is true.
A little bit of rotation there, but not much.
Kind of vicious.
Fuji
Looked
out of the
worse a little
backseat,
bit ago.
Cutting a green pepper for dinner.
Trying to
Really
get
big,
something
broad
out of the
rotation,
car.
pretty much.
Yep.
What do you got, Sneaky?
The funny, I have been more hurt during a storm chase doing non-storm chasing activity.
That is true. This guy just is a glutton for punishment.
Gotten a concussion from.
Oh
pushing
my
in the
gosh.
trunk. Scratched by a cat.
Here's our cases.
Here is our cases.
Travis, where are you from?
Hey, Storm Intermedia's in the chat. What up?
Who is it?
I don't know.
Clear, right?
I'm glad. Yeah.
Looks like they're
Glad
just,
the
I don't know where
audience
they're heading
agrees
now.
with Freddie and I. Because Gary's winning, so I'm assuming.
Okay.
Who voted for Gary?
I'm going to pull into the gas station here real quick, guys.
Scariest looking areas right here in
gas
Vermilion
up,
right now.
inside.
Surprised they haven't tornado warned this yet.
Charlie, it might be up to you here for a minute while I pump gas. So.
Someone else epic was like also Freddie.
Definitely a little pocket of rotation there.
I'm turning and it's smack.
Starling's about to die here in a second. So.
Phoenix, Arizona.
It's our
They even have a storm come through Phoenix yet?
Alrighty, chat. It's our turn to have some fun. It's been a little bit. I haven't popped on
Man,
here as often
it's
as
so
I
close.
used
I
to.
mean, there's a bunch of little tiny showers out here, but
Just kind of gotten
nothing
squally,
quite
but
made it to you
I
today.
want to talk about why things have gotten squally.
Look at the scattered storms all over the place. This is nuts.
So,
There's just
here's what we got
little
out there
storms
right now.
all over the
Look at
United
that.
States today.
That's a big chonker of a line of thunderstorms. You remember at the start of the stream, we mentioned how we are expecting, once we get past
Where is Connor? Garden County, Nebraska still. He says he's in Phoenix. Rotation looks like it's picking up a little bit again there, southeast of Brunswick again. Under his wood pile.
This morning, the urgent search and rescue continues in Texas. National Weather Service data shows extreme rainfall caused the Guadalupe River in central Texas to swell more than 20 feet in less than an hour early on Friday.
CBS News' Nydia Cavazos has more from Austin, Texas on the
Holy
victims
crap.
and the
3-inch
search and
size
rescue
hail
operations
reported
from over
in
the
Cedar,
weekend.
Nebraska. 3 to 3.5 diameter hail.
This morning, harrowing stories are emerging from survivors of the deadly flash flooding in central Texas.
I can't even really see much hail in this storm either. I mean, there's a couple little pockets of it.
As rushing waters washed through the
cores aren't too
campground.
big.
There were dozens of vehicles just
Pretty nasty in Vermilion right
Officials say
now,
there
though.
have
These
been
guys
more
are
than
probably getting some
160
really nasty
rescues by
winds. Minimum
helicopter,
70
and
mile an
search
hour
and
winds in
rescue
Vermilion
teams
right
and
now.
Hundreds of volunteers are combing the banks
Lots of
of the
velocities
Guadalupe
there.
River. Texas officials say more than 80 people have died, and among the more than 40 missing are nearly a dozen children and counselor from the All Girls Camp Mystic.
Sadly,
Texas Governor
no.
Greg Abbott toured the devastated campground.
Still like 20-something people missing, and the death toll's up to 82.
Searching for every single one of the children.
As a community,
I'm just really
without
hoping
hope,
the AI is
questions
going to
are
be able
growing over the
to
lack of early warnings.
help us out in the future.
Of this, so we can make sure that we focus on future preparedness.
Yesterday,
You know,
President
because
Donald Trump pushed back on claims that cuts
we see
to the
flash
National
flood
Weather
warnings all the
Service may
time.
have
Like there's
impacted the
always flash
situation.
flood warnings going like 24 hours a day, pretty much in the United States. You see, we got 3 random flash flood warnings going on: one in New Mexico, one in Missouri, and one in
CBS
Ohio.
News.
Like we always have flash flood warnings, but basically differentiating between the
Monday,
ones that
July
are in an
7th,
area
2025.
where it's very serious and where it's not, right? It really all has to do with whether the ground can absorb the water or not. So that's what makes the flash flood warning so much more serious. Yeah, the areas in Texas were in drought for the last couple of years, so that's why the ground was just so hard and compact, and it just didn't let any water absorb into it. So all of it just made it to the closest river and ended up making it to the lake that's been halfway down for years. Yeah, so all that rain basically just filled up that lake. I mean, I watched a lot on it, but this video is really the best one. This guy,
The rain has let up, but there's still some isolated thunderstorms out there. That's a pretty good thunderstorm going right now. And they may have more rain to come as we head into tomorrow as well. So how did this happen? 10 to 12 inches of rain, a bullseye right there.
This is back at Friday at
right
6:30 p.m.
on the
here.
Guadalupe watershed. So
the Texas
all
weatherman.
this rain that fell here, 10 to 12 inches in that area, which just represents trillions of gallons of water, goes into the Guadalupe River and then all together races down as a bulge. And that's what caused the rapid rise on the river, the terrifyingly rapid rise on the river, and the flooding that we had out there.
How you doing, Leela Wilson? Welcome to the stream. How you doing,
here's
BJ?
Where the flooding is specifically from Kerrville. Here's where the bullseye of the rain was, right down through Kerrville, where they had just utter devastation at all the parks and RV parks and recreational parks along the river. And it's like that all the way down, past through north of Bernie, and then
so like all that water went
now,
into Canyon
Lake is not flooding. You would think that with all that rain coming down into Canyon Lake that they would have flooding on Canyon Lake, but they don't.
The trillions of gallons of water.
Canyon Lake is actually in drought. It's only half full. So here's the flood map: Kerrville, past Comfort to Bernie, down to Canyon Lake. That's where the flooding is taking place.
It wasn't
it's not
man-made,
taking
Travis.
place
You
below
know that.
Canyon Lake to New Braunfels. New Braunfels is fine, and that is again because
it's the remnants of a
Canyon Lake's
tropical
in drought.
storm.
It's only half full, so all the water coming down is filling up the lake. It's not going down below the dam, down the lower Guadalupe, down below Canyon Lake, so there's no flooding down there.
Yeah, I'm just hoping we have
now, if we were to get more heavy rain on the saturated ground, that could change, but for the moment,
lake,
that's where we stand.
46% full. So this lake really filled up after that drought. That's where all the water went. And it didn't, like you said, it didn't even make it to the river past the lake. So that's what happened with all that water. I'm continuously seeing all little areas of pockets of rotation over here in South Dakota and northeastern Nebraska. Got a whole bunch of severe storms right here. Anybody just popping in, got a big nasty line of storms coming through right here. 70-mile-an-hour winds, up to 3-inch size hail in some areas. Not most areas, but yeah, we're definitely seeing a lot of winds here by Vermilion coming in towards Burbank and Spink. You guys are on deck. It's coming in your area next. See if I see any latest. Okay, here we go. This one's new. Holy crap, that's an hour long. It's like the aftermath of cleanup. Look at the bark that ripped off all those trees so high up. That's unreal. It's like bark ripped off that tree 20 feet high. Just unreal the amount of water that came through that area. This is just an update. The river's still flowing really good. Taking people down in there in a bulldozer. That's nuts. Just like those ripped up, torn up trailers. There's like a wheel right there. No, Trump said it was like once in a century storm, but this happened in 1987 in the same exact area. There's a school bus that got hit, and it wasn't as high back in 87, but it was like over 10 feet high. River Heights, that same thing happened in the area. I was 6 years old when that happened. 30, 35, 38 years ago. Same area. I guess The human race just forgets the bad stuff that happens, and it's like everybody kind of forgets about it over time, and then it happens again. I'm hoping they stop having camps so close to this river now. So many people out there working. Yeah, right now, still our biggest threat's just in this area here, right on the border of Nebraska and South Dakota. We still have 2 severe, considerable, destructive thunderstorms right here with 70-mile-an-hour winds and large hail. I haven't seen a tornado warning in a while, which is good. Well, guys, I think we're pretty much good at this point. I really appreciate everybody stopping in. Thanks for hanging out. I think we're pretty much going to conclude this stream for the day. And I really appreciate you guys all stopping in. And let's actually take a look and see what's coming up here. So yeah, this was just our tornado threat for today, basically in these areas. We still have, you know, a small chance for tornadoes in these areas again tonight for us the evening. Tomorrow, hey, no stream tomorrow most likely, unless they upgrade it. So we got less than 2% in all areas. And then tomorrow, like, lots of thunderstorms all over the place again tomorrow as well. It's like Oklahoma, Virginia, parts of Pennsylvania, Maryland. You guys are going to get some heavy thunderstorms tomorrow, so lots of rain in those areas. Phoenix, well, I don't know. You might get a rainstorm tomorrow. Looks like you're right on the edge of it. Oh, wait, here it is. No, on the screen, I forgot. Yeah, so we got a little bit of rain close to Phoenix tomorrow. But appreciate you guys all stopping in, and yeah, join our Discord if you want. I can go ahead and link it again. Basically, just like a big chat room. It's 100% free. You can download it on your phone. It's an app, basically a big chat room where we have all the weather streamers and all the storm chasers and the apps we use listed in there.
Sure I'm not like stuck here.
So if you're concerned about the weather, you can just hop in and check it out. And I will see you guys next